groceries, beer, wine, liquor, gas, and much more. Oh, and Teach will ship their smoked meats all over the country. Visit their website at teachfoodstore.com or give them a call at 337-363-1839 for more details. This game is being brought to you by Vidrines Ace Hardware, located in Ville Platte and Rayne. Go by and see Cody, Louise, Phillip, and the staff for all your hardware needs. Vidrines is fully stocked with paint, mulch, grills, plumbing supplies, lawn and garden supplies, hunting supplies, electrical supplies, and much more. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks. Go Trojans! Best of luck to the Sacred Heart Trojans from Nason Swallow Allstate and the Swallow family. Allstate Insurance Agent Nason Swallow is now open for business and ready to serve you. Born and raised in Ville Platte, Nason is committed to providing our community and surrounding areas with the best insurance products and services. A local agent that you can count on to help protect all that matters in life. The friendly staff at Nason Swallow Allstate will set your mind at ease and will even do the switching and paperwork for you. Stop by or call today. Nason Swallow Allstate, 222 North Chautauqua Street in Ville Platte. Call 337-363-6767. The Law Office of Jacob Fuselier is pleased to sponsor this broadcast of Trojan Athletics. With offices in Ville Platte, Jacob Fuselier offers quality legal services to this community. So please call 363-6661 for all your legal needs, and let's go Trojans. Some life events you can anticipate, while others surprise you. Some are significant enough to affect your household finances, your investment strategy, and even your vision of the future. This is when meeting with an experienced financial professional counts. Randy Fontenot at Fontenot Financial Services can help pre-retirees and retirees plan in anticipation of life events, as well as adjust plans in response to unexpected changes. They are prepared to help clients through their life and retirement transitions and make any necessary changes. Give her a call at 337-363-2346 or stop by 1301 West LaSalle Street in Ville Platte. This game is brought to you in part by Total Automotive, 610 Tate Cove Road in Ville Platte. Total Automotive is your go-to place for all automotive repairs, tires, AC service, and much more. Total Automotive is an authorized CarQuest auto parts dealer featuring everything you need to get you back on the road with confidence. Total Automotive is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to noon. Go Trojans! Total Automotive in Ville Platte. Call 337-363-7771. Good luck, Trojans. From Capital Planning in Ville Platte, owners Todd, Marcus, and Amy Vale invite you to come in or call today. Capital Planning offers life insurance, retirement planning, tax planning, investments, and more. Capital Planning has been helping customers since 1989. They are located at 616 West Main Street in Ville Platte, or give them a call at 337-363-1797. Their office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. They hope to see you soon. Go Trojans! T&J Ford, located at 1231 West Main Street in Ville Platte, wishes the Sacred Heart Trojans the best of luck. At T&J Ford, we're proud to serve the people of Ville Platte and surrounding communities with some of the most popular vehicles around Louisiana. We have a top-notch selection of brand-new vehicles to choose from, as well as an extensive inventory of pre-owned vehicles. Come by and check out our selection of crossovers, SUVs, and trucks. Plus, we have an in-house parts and service department for all your needs. That's T&J Ford. Call 337-363-2153. Or visit our website at tjfordinc.com. Dr. Jake LaFleur is a proud supporter of Sacred Heart Trojan Athletics. His practice covers primary care for adults, including annual wellness visits, high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer screenings, and more. Call his office at 337-363-7036 or come by 503 Jack Miller Road to schedule an appointment. Most insurances are accepted. Go Trojans! Go Trojans from Dr. Brandon Fontenot and staff, located at 421 Jack Miller Road in Ville Platte. Dr. Brandon provides internal medicine services along with all of your endoscopy needs. Dr. Brandon accepts most major insurances and is currently accepting new patients. So give them a call today at 337-363-5684. And once again, go Trojans!
Hi everyone, I'm State Representative Rhonda Butler for District 38, and I want to congratulate the healthcare providers at Mercy Regional Medical Center for being champions of patient safety. You reduced hospital readmissions by 43% in 1 year, and you continue to make significant improvements.
Having a transition of care nurse touch base with those patients within the first 2 to 3 days when they're home has really made a difference.
We focused on congestive heart failure patients who nationally have a very high risk of readmissions.
If they have any fluid gain, we catch that early in the course of the process. We've been able to make adjustments to keep those patients who used to show up every 2 to 3 weeks in the hospital, now treating them as an outpatient and keeping them out of the hospital long term.
Thanks to all the healthcare professionals that made this possible, and thank you for your life-saving work.
Did you know that Savoy Cancer Center offers infusion treatments and injections in gastroenterology, rheumatology, endocrinology, and immunology? That's right. You can receive your infusion or injections right here in Evangeline Parish, close to home. At Savoy Cancer Center, our goal is to treat you like family, providing comfort and hope as your long-term partners in care of your chronic condition. Ask your doctor about receiving your specialty infusion therapy or injection close to home at Savoy Cancer Center. For more information, call 337-468-3099. Savoy Cancer Center, close to home.
It takes more than our strong community bank to serve as our customers. It takes our frontline employees, our lenders, and our customer service representatives to create our customers' experiences. Our customers know our people, and our people know our customers. It's just part of our Southern nature. It's the Louisiana way, the Evangeline way. It's our heritage. It's who we are. We are the Evangeline Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Get ready for hunting season with the outdoor experts at Industrial Service and Supply. Hunting stands are in stock now. Ladders, box stands, lock-ons, tripods, and climbing tree stands. Comfortable, silent, sturdy, and secure. Find any stand to fit your needs this hunting season. And remember to grab your safety harness at Industrial Service and Supply. For hardware, hunting, fishing, and more, Industrial Service and Supply in Ville Platte. Shh, it's hunting season at Industrial Service and Supply in Ville Platte.
Level and TC Materials are proud to sponsor the Sacred Heart Trojan season. The team at Level TC is committed to providing exceptional quality and service for all of your dirt work, land clearing, and leveling needs. From limestone, fill sand, and topsoil to house pads, driveways, and grading, Level TC's got you covered. Contact us today at 337-466-7242. Go Trojans!
Do you know that Brown's Furniture has access to every single recliner, sofa, reclining chair, and sectional made by La-Z-Boy? And that means if La-Z-Boy makes it, you can get it. At Brown's, you'll be amazed by the styles and color selection from La-Z-Boy, including reclining sofas that'll knock your socks off, and recliners and motion furniture that gives a whole new meaning to comfort. So, if La-Z-Boy makes it, you can get it through Brown's. That's Brown's Furniture Showplace, all locations.
La Bonne Vie Family Healthcare and Aesthetics, located at 238 East Main Street in Ville Platte, is a full-service family practice. In addition, Brittany Miller, family nurse practitioner, administers Botox, dermal fillers, laser treatments, IV infusions, permanent makeup, and other medical spa facial treatments. Call today to schedule your appointment with Brittany. 337-363-1111. That's 337-363-1111.
This is Coach Joey Swallow. If you're looking to get an edge on your game, I'm here to help you. I specialize in all aspects of baseball, softball training, as well as confidence training. Also, don't forget about Big Cat Sports Cards and Comics for all your hobby needs. From vintage to modern players or comics, I have what you're looking for. Big Cat Sports Cards, always buying, selling, and trading.
Welcome everyone, this is Chad Fontenot. Alongside me is Mr. Jacob Loney and Mr. Lance Chapman. We are here at Vikings Field in Opelousas, Louisiana, ready for a rematch between the Sacred Heart Trojans and the OC Vikings.
I'm glad I'm here because last time you and Jacob did the game together, which was professional, good broadcasting, but the outcome and the score wasn't what we wanted. But so anyway, I'm here just to break
change
that.
it up. Yeah, we got to change it up, Lance.
Yeah.
So, hey,
that's why I'm here.
Thank you. Yeah, okay. That's great. I think Jacob did a little bit of homework on how we got here, so I'll hand it over to him just for a few minutes.
Yeah, and glad to be back. It's the end of May. The beginning of May here. Spring sports are starting to wrap up. In there, and there's only a few teams that are going to continue to play. And here we are, the second round of the playoffs, and we got the number 14 seed Trojans facing against the number 3 seeded Opelousas Catholic Vikings. Going back to last week, the Trojans took on Hanson Memorial and were victorious, and with a score of 5-4.
Very good game, by the way. It was. I'm sure the guys that are listening today probably listen or were there in person to watch that one. But that got our blood flowing for a minute. But Trojans were able to come out on top.
That's the kind of game tonight we have to have. It's going to be 3-4 or 5-4 type game for sure.
Yeah, it was an exciting game. Good to come out on the right side of that one. But here we are again today, so, it's a pretty day out here. It doesn't look like they maybe got as much rain as we did back in Ville Platte. Field looks great. Sun shining. We have a little mild wind blowing out to left field. Both teams will get an introduction of the starting lineups. OC comes into this game actually on a 4-game losing streak. But with that being said, they played some of the best teams in the state. Their last 4 games were against Live Oak, STM, Ponchatoula, and Parkview Baptist. So we'll take that statement lightly, but it is nice to catch them maybe on a little slide as we come in to this game with a 4-game winning streak. So we're on the right side of things before this game starts.
So, Jacob, I'm looking at the lineup. We go senior, sophomore, junior, sophomore, senior, senior.
Right, so
good balance, good mix.
We have some experience. We have some experience coming into this game, and like we were discussing before the game, kind of where we stand and what's in our favor, and trying to find the bright spot. And Chad, you elaborated on a handful of things that do play into our hand coming into this game. Going back to that,
look.
I can tell you.
Go ahead, Lance. Talk to me.
Jacob, they beat us 15-0 3 weeks ago. We didn't get on base. Okay, perfect. They're the number 2, number 3 seed. They won state last year. They're looking ahead. And we're the guys that just come in here like, I just feel like it's a position to where, well, here comes a little prayer coming, but we're in good position. They're looking to.
We're going to take a short break for a prayer and anthem, so just give us just a minute.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the game we are about to play. Give each one of us the courage to play this game in a manner by which our words and our actions is pleasing to you. Let us enter into this competition in a spirit of sportsmanship and with a respect for the members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us, especially the coaches, officials, parents, and players. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us be aware of his presence with us in this game. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Please stay standing for the national anthem. On behalf of Opelousas Catholic, we wish everyone good luck. Let's play ball!
I don't care how old you are. That anthem always gets me going. Boy, I get some free songs.
A little patriotism, and we often associate it with an athletic competition, which is always fun.
Yeah, where we were when we broke for a prayer and anthem is, OCs earn their way here. But what comes with that is a week off, which some may say is great for health purposes, but possibly comes with a lack of competitiveness throughout that week. Whereas the Trojans had to earn their way on the back end to get here, so we had to win or go home. And
no, Chet, it's the team that's gonna have that fuel going. They kind of feel it, and like OC's a little flat, and like hopefully we can just pop them, get a couple base runners, score a run, just get something on the board, and then let's play ball. So is this the same guy we faced? Same guy. He did pretty good.
He was in absolute control that day. Rumor has it that was his best outing of the year, their best game of the year. So they come in on a big high, like Jacob said. Hopefully taking us for granted, but they're a quality ball club. No matter what, they can score a ton of runs in an inning just when you blink.
Yeah, so the pressure is on them. I mean, we can play relaxed. I know the guys that were here last time probably have. They didn't forget what happened. The Trojans, they probably weren't very proud of their performance, and probably are approaching this game very hungry. So, hey, baseball's a funny game. Granted, I would say they favored, but strange things happen. It's a one-game format. There's no 2 out of 3, and in a one-game format, anything can happen.
Win in advance, Jacob. That's right. Win in advance.
We'll take this one inning at a time, and then and hopefully, as the game progresses, we have an opportunity to move on. So let's look at the starting lineup for OC. We do have Mr. Cross Gillen on the mound. So batting first, we have Evan Duplichin. He's going to be playing center field. At second base is J.B. Trahan. Rowan Bergeron's at shortstop. Miles Collins is your catcher. Braylon Harrison left field. Carter Stell is going to be playing first. Like I said, Cross Gillen is the pitcher. Roy Henry will be DHing for Doucette, who's at third base, and Garrett Lorman will be playing right field. For the Trojans, leading off, we have Preston Sloan, our catcher. In the DH spot is John Michael Duplichin. We have John Aaron Swallow playing first base. Ashton Duos will be on the mound for us, which is a little different. Lane Jobert playing third. Ellis Chapman at short. Jude Aber at center. Elliot Fontenot in right field. Aaron Cormier at second. And Zach Fontenot in left. And we're about to get started.
Perfect timing, Jacob. There's your pitch.
Yeah, ball outside. Yeah, what Jacob means a little bit different is Ashton didn't start the first game, was ready to go, did a little bit of work in the pen, but he has absolutely been a huge part of our success on the mound. So OC hasn't gotten a chance to see him, so that's really what's different.
Sam Vail pitched last game and really didn't throw bad. It's just their offensive approach was a little better. So,
like it.
After these first 2 pitches, we've already seen something that we didn't see last time, which was a couple balls. Last time we were behind in the count. So,
it's a playoff game, Jacob. It's a different game. Swung on, and that's hit. And that's hit really well.
Crushes that one.
Off the wall.
Stand-up double.
Yes, sir. That's how you do it. No, we're getting some motion. But to Jacob's point, that's a hitter's count. A 2-0 count's not a 1-2 count, and he took advantage of it.
Yeah, that was hit firmly left center, off the wall, maybe 7 feet short of being a home run. We'll get a courtesy runner. Number 20 checks in for Preston. So
you talk about momentum. You talk about this is what you.
Well, you couldn't start off better than this. And for Preston Sloan, that's going to be. I know he feels good about it because he came over from OC.
Yes.
And a lot of people know the story, but he's been a Trojan for us and been a great one. So
John Michael Duplichin steps in. Getting some signs in here.
He's bunting, and they know it because they got both of them. They got both of them crashing.
John Michael was 3 for 4 last game.
I understand.
He had a phenomenal game.
He did, but guess what? They think he's bunting because the corners are in the grass. Looks like we have Sully Manuel running for the Trojans.
So Sully comes in as a courtesy runner for the catcher.
I bet you he doesn't, but.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how aggressive Coach Kane gets right here with the runner in scoring position with nobody out.
That's the beauty about baseball. You got options. And so now it's a chess match, and who's going to outthink who and who's going to execute. And that's the bottom line. Who's going to execute? Here we go.
Here's the pitch from Gillen.
He is bunting, or at least he tried.
Fouls it off.
Told you wouldn't bunt.
So first inning, no balls, one strike.
They're crashing. They are on the grass.
So it was a bunt attempt. He foul tipped it, just foul.
No.
The reason I said it, I didn't think he'd bunt is because John Michael's been struggling with some injury issues.
But to talk about it, the shortstop's the kid who has a sprained ankle, severely sprained ankle.
So here we go. 0-1. Another bunt attempt. He pulls it back, takes the ball, so that'll be 1-1.
So right there, the third baseman did not crash. You had the first baseman crashing. Third baseman's holding tight.
I'd imagine OC's playing for an out. I mean, this is early in the game. They're very confident they can score runs.
Well, and John Michael's a guy who can lay it down. Like, this is a guy who sacrificed all year long and did a really good job. So
the last thing they want is a big inning. Pitch from Gillen.
Low, that's low. That's
Takes
low.
it again. So that'll bring a count to 2-1.
Now it's a hitter's count, Chad. Now do you pull it back? Do you swing it now?
Well, Coach Kane has gone through the numbers and stats and game plan, so I'm not going to question anything.
Well, no,
he's
looking
thinking
at the defensive coverage. I'm looking at the defensive coverage. First baseman's going to crash. Third is going to stay back.
Left it out that time, so that's an attempt. So we'll bring the count to 2-2.
It's a good pitch.
John Michael's a little bit frustrated with himself about not getting that one down, but I'll take my odds with John on a 2-2 count.
I think Gillen's just trying to settle down and throw strikes. He's like, you're going to give me an out, I'm going to take it.
Last game, he would be throwing a hook right here. I don't know what it's going to be, but last game it would have definitely been. It was a hook, but it was left inside, so that'll bring the count to full.
We got full, boys.
Full count, nobody out. We got a run on second.
And Coach Boyd has a problem. He's calling a timeout. What is he doing?
So Justin wants to talk to the officials.
I like that, Jacob. It's showing that they're getting tight, showing that they're kind of more nervous, upset.
I'm not sure what's going on. We do have some guys in the left field hanging over the fence. I don't know if that's a problem, but
no,
us or them.
I can't tell who it is, but
he's talking about John Michael kind of pulled out the box as that pitch was coming, and he's trying to challenge.
Well, he motioned over to the umpire at third base initially. I don't know if that was to get permission to speak to the home plate umpire or if it was a concern of what was going on. And you know what? We may never know. But we're going to play ball right here with a run on second and full count on John Michael. So let's see if we can keep things headed in the right direction.
So we got a full count.
In all of my days, when a coach was concerned and wanted to visit with umpire, it was a good sign for the opposing team.
That's what I'm saying.
Here we go. Payoff pitch. Full up on John Michael.
Gillen comes set. Checks the runner at second here.
Foul back.
What a fight. What a fight.
That was a good pitch by Gillen. Breaking ball that snuck in there on the inside half. And John Michael stayed with it, put a nice little swing on it.
My observation of his breaking balls is, are they inconsistent in terms of their break? Some are really tight and some are not. No. So it's a little bit different than the last time we saw him.
Get off. Get off.
Yes, sir. Right up the middle. Base hit to center field. Coach Kane holds him up at third, so we'll have a first and third. Great job by John Michael Duclanchin. He's fighting through a great at bat and just driving the ball right up the middle, right into the kneecaps of the pitcher Gillen. So Trojans are in great shape to start off the game. And we got a timeout by OC's coach. Asked permission to get onto the field. So we'll have a short stoppage. What you got there, C?
Our base run, I was watching the guy on second. He wasn't getting the big lead. He wasn't going to get thrown out home because guess what? There's no outs. Safe inning, good base running.
We definitely have an opportunity here. We'll be right back.
Dial Street in Ville Platte. This game is brought to you in part by Total Automotive, 610 Tate Cove Road in Ville Platte. Total Automotive is your go-to place for all automotive repairs, tires, AC service, and much more. Total Automotive is an authorized CarQuest auto parts dealer featuring everything you need to get you back on the road with confidence. Total Automotive is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to noon. Go Trojans. Total Automotive in Ville Platte. Call 337-363-7771. Good luck.
All right, back here in Opelousas. So I tell you, you couldn't have drawn it up any better. We got a run on 1st and 3rd, nobody out, and John Aaron Swallow steps in the box with the clean count.
3-0 hitter up.
Yeah, so naturally, if you're in the 3-hole this time of year, that means that you've probably been one of the most consistent bats in the lineup, and John Aaron has definitely been that guy for the Trojans. 10 steps up, gets a sign, and here we go.
Gillen comes set. No action at first, and that might play into our hand.
That's fair.
We have a looper down the left field line, fair ball. And the Trojans take the lead 1-0 here with nobody out in the first.
Good piece of hitting, Jacob. Good piece of hitting. Just went with the pitch, slapped it out, and that's a hit.
He took what he was given, and he got enough of the head of the bat on the ball to sneak it over the third baseman's head down the left field line.
Yeah, just the inside out. Didn't get much on it, but was just in the right spot. Almost, I'd say, a foot off the line on the left field line, and
now you got a pitcher's dream.
Strike first.
Your starting pitcher's got runners on base with nobody out.
And it also goes back to what we were saying: who's the pressure on, and how they're going to react. You know, I mean, this will be interesting to see how it plays out.
Good eye.
Like you said, that's not even close. So I'm a little convinced here that they're feeling it. You know, they probably came into this game super confident and had zero expectations to be in this position.
Jacob, I'm looking at the bullpen to see if they're about to get some guys warmed up very shortly.
I don't blame them.
Well, look, the perfect scenario for us is they have too much confidence in their guy. They leave him out there a little bit too long, and Trojans are able to get some runs.
No, it's no.
Yeah, so that was a low breaking ball. Arguably was on the lower end of the strike zone as it got over the plate. Good take by 4. I would say good take, so that'll bring the count to 1-1.
Versus 2-0. That's a big pitch in terms of everything. It's a hitter's count versus that's a big.
There'll probably be more we question throughout the game.
That was a tough one, Jake.
No, I wouldn't say it, Jake.
That was tough. Good eye.
All right, well, maybe that's where he wants it. So,
wow.
If he calls it right there all day and they throw it right there all day, it's going to be tough.
Yeah,
but
look, flashback. The last game, the umpire was pretty tight. Like you had to throw it off the plate, and that did not favor the Trojans. Like we need the black. We need the black, and we need one more than the black. So got him swinging on the breaking ball again. So Ashton goes down with a strikeout. A 1 out score, 1-0 Trojans with Mr. Lane Jobert stepping up to the plate.
We got to run on 1st and 2nd, and Gillen did a good job right there. I mean, he made some good pitches, quality pitches. He's he's very seasoned. It wouldn't surprise me if he bounces back. It's not this kid's first rodeo.
No, Jacob, you can tell the way he just competed right there.
Up.
And now he's leading off with a curveball. That just goes to show you, like, his trust in his curve.
Yeah, I don't know if he doesn't have more confidence in his curve right now than his fastball.
He throws it for a strike.
He's a junior. He is committed to LSU Eunice, so he's got a lot of upside. Supposedly mid-80s to maybe tops out at 88 with a nice breaking ball and a changeup.
Good eye. Wow, all right. 1-1.
So it looks like Mr. Blue doesn't mind giving it down and away. So common for high school baseball. Year after year, we see it, we preach about it, we talk about it, and the batters continuously turn their head and look back at him.
Yep. Good eye. 2-1, Jake. 2-1.
Yeah, I think the key is, like, all umpires are going to be different than each other. You just hope that a umpire is consistent throughout the game. And if he is, I don't know if this doesn't play into our hand in terms of giving us a little bit more room for a strike zone. So that's attempt at a breaking ball, leaves it up, bring the count to what is that, 3-1?
3-1.
3-1. And I would agree with you, Chad. I mean, consistency is key, and then, you have to make adjustments. You got to make adjustments.
I'm excited with the Trojans' ability to be patient. Even though Ashton took a couple of strikes, I mean, those are some in-between balls, and you like the approach so far.
That's strike 2. I'm not trying to ring him up, but it's only 3-2.
No, but Blue was ringing him up. He was pretty confident.
3-2. It's 3-2. They calling 2 strikes.
He's still a little confused.
Time out. Hold on. They're calling. I had 3-1 there, guys.
Yeah, we definitely had 3-1.
Yeah.
Now,
he's off.
that's not a good sign when your home plate umpire, the guy who controls the game, doesn't know the count.
Well,
no, it's not a good sign.
We all make mistakes. But he made a mistake. Hopefully they sort it out and get it right.
And you saw him ring him up like that's strike 3.
Yeah, and sometimes they get a little emotional when a batter starts walking off to first base like it's a walk, and they want to make sure that batter knows
it's a full count,
that it was not a ball. So here we go. Payoff pitch, 1 out, 2 on. Trojans up 1-0.
Gillen on the mound.
Put it in play.
Gillen comes set. Not much of a lead at second base. Breaking ball and a nice one.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah, nice pitch right there. Got more to the plate than he probably wanted, but Joe Bear goes down swinging. That'll bring up number 7, Ellis Chapman, our shortstop. With 2 outs, we certainly could use a big hit right here. We definitely gonna have to take a little better secondary at second base if we're gonna score. So,
good take by Chappie.
First pitch from Gillen's a ball.
But y'all notice that he starts off 0-0 with a curve. He's not scared to throw the curveball first pitch. He's not.
Little surprise bunt down the third base line with 2 outs. Yeah. I like it.
The couple fastballs we teed off on didn't end up well for him. So I don't know if this is going to be comparable to the first game, but you know, in the first inning, it didn't look like his velocity was real firm. But as the game progressed, he got better, and it looks like we kind of starting with the same pattern here.
Yep.
Yeah, that was another pitch down and away. Very easily, arguably a strike, and was a strike. Ooh, that one was off.
Oh, no, that's outside.
So the last pitch I would have said was borderline strike, but you couldn't argue it. That one was about 2 inches off.
You know, it's unfortunate for the batter because it's impossible to hit. You can't get close enough to plate to hit that pitch. It's unfortunate, and some of these guys do this, and it's just.
But now you're in the pitches count, so now the curveball is going to come. Like it sets up the momentum so much different.
Well, Chappie's got some great hands. He can battle through some tough spots. So hopefully he can get one in play.
Good eye.
He needs to get on top of the plate. He's still got some distance to the white line. And he's a tall, lanky guy. He has more reach than most, but he's choking up a good 2 inches in that 2-strike approach.
2 outs.
We're going to have to get on top of the plate here and just put it in play, make something happen here.
But like Jacob said, I like our second guy on second to get a bigger lead. Get moving.
Nobody's holding him on.
Get moving. Good
job. Foul straight back into the screen.
Yeah, but look away, fight off the inside pitch, you know. I mean, it's no secret what's coming.
This matchup reminds me so much of our girls' game last week. Girls came in favored a home game and had a rain delay, had a second day to finish the game, and just got down early and just never could get anything going. But
Good eye.
You'd love to see the boys play the underdog card here and get them in a tough situation and do something similar to what Glenbrook did to our girls.
You see what 3-1 versus 2-2 does? Changes the whole momentum of the bat. All right, so we full right here?
Full count. So
get moving.
One runner should be on the move. 2 outs here in the first inning. Trojans up 1-0.
Doesn't look like there's a pick play on.
Good job.
Yes. Walk.
Got him loaded.
Another non-competitive pitch. So 23 is not the same guy we saw last time around.
Got a senior up the bat right here. What you want?
That sun's beating down, and the pitch count's climbing.
That's Abear steps up.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's number 11, Jude Abear. And let me not forget about this. That walk is brought to you by T&J Ford.
Pass ball, boys. I'm calling a pass ball right here.
Nope. Right down the middle. Strike.
Well, that wasn't a curveball to start us off. That was a fastball.
It was, but at least we're putting some pressure on them. At least we're putting them in stressful situations, which is the name of the game.
And Jude's a guy who has some quick hands. He likes to slap it up the middle. I would love a base hit up the middle. There it is.
That's a base hit into right field. That's going to score one. That's going to be a base hit by 11, Jude Abear, to score the second run for the Trojans with 2 outs.
Boy, that was nice.
So now we got bases loaded. Trojans up 2-0 in the top of the first.
And
Again,
those two runs and RBIs brought to you by Nathan Swallow with Allstate. Thank you, Mr. Nathan Swallow.
All right, Al.
So, Mr. David there just brought to my attention, he's already at 29 pitches here in the first, which is big.
Click. We got them loaded. 2 outs, and they're loaded. Elliot Fano's your batter. Here's your pitch.
That's a hit. That's
going to score him.
Score. Ellis has come around third.
We're back. Beautiful hitting. Let's go.
Hey, this is textbook for the underdog team to come out swinging.
Look, now they're going to the bullpen. Here comes the bullpen. They're bringing them out now. They're OC's
so that was Elliot Fontenot with the single to left field.
RBI single, 2 outs.
Again, bases remain loaded. Still 2 outs. Trojans pull ahead 3-0 in the top of the first. And if you don't have goosebumps right now, boys and girls, you need to turn it off and watch some golf or something.
We batted our lineup, and we got him loaded, and we got the 9-hole guy who's a contact. He's a contact kid. He's going to put it in play. Here we go.
I'll bring up Aaron Cormier.
Good eye.
Down and away. That one's called for a ball.
That was a strike 2 batters ago. Maybe he changed his mind.
Aaron's a little smaller in stature, so maybe, I don't know, gets away with a little something, less range. I don't know.
We'll see how the game
not a big guy. Maybe he's got a little soft spot, and it's hard for the little man.
Let's go, Aaron. Ooh.
Upstairs, swing and a miss.
Yep. Almost want him to be patient there, but he was aggressive. Looked like ball 2, but it's okay.
It was absolutely ball 2. It was between his chest and chin.
Give him credit. He's aggressive. He wants to hit the ball.
Ball Elliott just hit was chest and chin too. He went after it, but
he has number 26 on today, Elliott, not number 2.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that's about. I did hear some scrambling around about a uniform at home.
That was a balk? No, he didn't balk.
Maybe it was.
I'm asking for everything.
Maybe it was a good luck change. I'm going to go with that.
Top of the first, 3-0 Trojans. 2 outs, bases loaded. Gillen comes set.
We got him loaded, Jacob. Ooh. That's the hook that that's his.
Yeah, but that one's still not as tight as some I've seen, Jacob. Lance, that's a hittable ball. I mean, not easy to hit. Don't get me wrong. We struggle plenty with the curveballs, but
so far today, it doesn't look like he's got his best stuff like he had last time we played.
1-2 pitch. Good. Way to fight it off.
Jammed him.
It's okay.
Fouled into the screen near the Trojans dugout.
3-0, top of the first. Trojans lead it, and we got them loaded. And you got the 9-hole hitter up.
And, to be honest with you, we earned everything. He didn't really give us anything here.
That's 5 base hits?
Yeah.
4 for sure.
I don't have the
I think
box
it's 5.
score, but it's close.
Preston, John Aaron, Elliott. Good eye.
Jude.
Yep, that's 4. Seniors, by the way.
Yep.
Big time.
5 hits.
Yep. Let's go.
So we were hitless in 3, and we have 5 hits in 1. So a significant difference. I don't know if the Trojans are better or he's worse or maybe both.
Playoff baseball, baby. Anything can happen. Good eye.
Up.
Good eye.
He let that one fly.
Yeah, he did, Jake. So they're loaded. It's a full count, and this is going to be a, what you calling, Coach? Curve or fastball?
Yeah,
whatever his best pitch is, that's what I'm calling.
Curve.
Again, Cormier is also a kid who transferred over from OC back in a freshman.
Typically,
period.
They say what you're going to throw 2-2, you throw 3-2.
I love the timeout.
He does not get it. Umpire does not get him. That didn't make.
He called a timeout.
Early.
He called a timeout.
So that'll do it for the top of 1. Trojans do strike first, scores 3-0, and
that's a
great first start for the Trojans. So we'll be back with you after a short break.
Long-term partners in care of your chronic condition. Ask your doctor about receiving your specialty infusion therapy or injection close to home at Savoy Cancer Center. For more information, call 337-468-3099. Savoy Cancer Center, close to home.
It takes more than our strong community bank to serve as our customers. It takes our frontline employees, our lenders, and our customer service representatives to create our customers' experiences. Our customers know our people, and our people know our customers. It's just part of our Southern nature. It's the Louisiana way, the Evangeline way. It's our heritage. It's who we are. We are the Evangeline Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Get ready for hunting season with the outdoor experts at Industrial Service and Supply. Hunting stands are in stock now. Ladders, box stands, lock-ons, tripods, and climbing tree stands. Comfortable, silent, sturdy, and secure. Find any stand to fit your needs this hunting season. And remember to grab your safety harness at Industrial Service and Supply. For hardware hunting, fishing, and more, Industrial Service and Supply in Ville Platte. Shh, it's hunting season at Industrial Service and Supply in Ville Platte.
Level and TC Materials are proud to sponsor the Sacred Heart Trojan season. The team at Level TC is committed to providing exceptional quality and service for all of your dirt work, land clearing, and leveling needs. From limestone, fill sand, and topsoil to house pads, driveways, and grading, Level TC's got you covered. Contact us today at 337-466-7242.
All right, we're back here in Opelousas, going into the bottom of the first, and what a productive first it was for the Trojans. Tell you, couldn't ask for better than this. Trojans lead 3-0 with the Vikings coming up to bat. Leading off of the Vikings will be the center fielder, Evan Duplichan, number 27. On the mound for the Trojans is Ashton Duos, and behind the plate is Preston Sloan. Across the diamond at third base, we have Lane Jobert, shortstop Ellis Chapman. Second base is Aaron Cormier, and John Aaron Swallow at first. First pitch from Duos is a strike. I know Ashton's, he'd really love to have a good outing today. And he has been as of late. Nice pitch. There's a chopper down the right side. Just foul.
0-2, Jake?
Yeah, we're starting off the game 0-2, and that's where you want to be.
Is this the 8th grader? Is this young man?
This is the 8th grader. Yes, this is Evan Duplichan.
That's amazing. I have a team that's up there in the top couple in the state having an 8th grader being their leadoff.
Defending state champs, number 3 seed.
Yeah, his father actually is Mr. Jacob Duplichan, Port Barre native.
Good pitch.
Down.
It's all right.
So 1-2 on
good competitive pitch
on Evan Duplichan. And last game we played, Sam was on the mound and they were hunting fastballs, and I've talked to some of the coaches along the way, and I believe they're gonna try to pitch backwards, meaning
look good.
If Duos can get it over the plate, they're gonna see a little more off speed today than they're used to.
They're just so disciplined,
I think that's gonna be our approach, and we're gonna start there at least.
2-2.
I'll run the count to 3-2. So,
hey, first batter, got a little juice.
I'm chuckling. The 8th grader to get up there and get 2 strikes and then not swing at 2 competitive pitches.
Yes! Yeah!
Oh my goodness. So again, Ashton threw 4 balls in the count, but only 1 was not competitive. Three of the pitches were extremely competitive. I would say that I would have swung at him.
No, that's a good assessment, and that's exactly correct. He doesn't look shaky out there. He just missed a hair, and a good at bat by Duplichan. I mean,
give him credit.
You can talk 8th grade all you want. If the guy's batting first, there's a reason. I mean, it don't matter if you're a senior, 8th grade, or a preschooler. When you're batting first, you know what you're doing.
And to fight back from 0-2, that's incredible.
Yep.
Is that Trahan?
Yeah, this will bring up JP Trahan.
What position, guys?
John Parker, second base?
Yeah, John Parker playing second base.
Up.
Well, looks like the strike zone's getting tighter.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. Elliott played several summers with John Parker on the Acadiana Cajuns travel ball team, and they were best buds back in the day, and he's a player.
There you go. That's a good pitch. Good job. Good job, Ash. One at a time, baby.
Yeah.
One at a time.
Tried to convince his dad to come visit with us and get on the mic, but I think after the Trojans started off hot, he may not want to visit with us too much.
So we're going to talk about it real quick between pitches. If Ash does get in trouble, what you think?
I don't know. I would think Vaillant or Vaillant.
Okay.
If I had to guess, I guess it just depends on what kind of success we're having.
I'll run the count to 3-1. So
it's a playoff
falling
game.
Behind right here.
Yep.
Run on first. We do have a little bit of a cushion, but we'd like to maintain that.
Yeah, again, super disciplined. The first two batters in this lineup are not swinging at balls. That was a strike, and he just swung through it.
Had a little zip on that ball, boys. He threw it. 3-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Run on first.
Ashton shakes off Preston. Looking for his pitch here.
Yes! Man, that was close. That's 2 of them.
So,
walks him, ball 4. So
2 good pitches.
Two batters, 2 walks. We got runners on first and second. Brings in number 4, a 3-hole hitter for OC.
That's Rowan Bergeron.
And that's what they want. They got 2 on with the guy up.
Rowan will also be playing at the next level. Very good baseball player.
He is, Jacob.
So I don't know if the umpiring crew met between innings and the base guy said, hey, your zone's a little wide or not, but it's shrinking as the game is going.
That's no doubt. Good try. Look, you know what?
Ashton had a couple competitive pitches that in the top of the first may have gotten the old Hook'em T. Gilbert call, but right here.
I would say it's fair to say none of his competitive pitches were called for strikes.
Right.
And I'm not saying they were not strikes or balls or whatever you want to say, but it seems like a couple of those were called strikes in the top of the inning. But a bunt attempt by 4, so that's fouled back into the screen.
It goes to show you, number 3-hole hitter, legitimate guy, 2 on, and guess what? They're trying to bunt.
Yeah, but he's a track star. Like, he's absolutely can fly. He's a super athlete.
Nobody shows you. They're not scared to lay it down either. So I'm looking at our defense where we're crashing.
I think Coach Boyd's confident if he gets 2 runners on second and third with an out, they're gonna and he's gonna chip away 1 run at a time.
That's baseball.
He's very confident in his team, their ability to score runs, and he's going to take advantage of scoring opportunities.
Catcher Collins is on deck.
Good pitch. That's a good pitch.
Nice pitch.
Joe Bear was about 20 feet from he was crashing really hard, and glad he didn't swing.
He could see the white in his eyes.
It almost looked like we had some sort of pick play
move.
there.
I thought so.
But I don't know if we were crossed up on the signals.
All right. We got here.
So no balls, 2 strikes, at least on the scoreboard.
Good timeout. Good call. That's set up. Yeah, the scoreboard is 0-2. I'm thinking it's 1-2. I like the timeout.
So looks like the entire infield has come in, or most of the infield. Like Jacob said, maybe there was a pick play on that somebody missed the call.
Well, main thing, if we're not on the same page, we need to get on the same page. And it's good they're identifying a little issue, and we'll straighten it out before something bad happens and get back to playing some ball here.
So we got 2 strikes on Bergeron.
Nobody outrun on first and second. Ashton on the mound.
Let's go Ash.
Signal coming in from Sloan. He comes set. Here's the pitch.
Yes.
I was a little off. Sloan set up, I would say, in the left-handed batter's box.
Yeah, so, almost the girls' field. Yeah, he was out there. Well, bless you, my friend. Bless you.
He hit his spot. It was just a little bit far off.
Deadpool, left field. Zach
Fano has a beat on it.
Makes the catch and gets the ball in. Nobody advances. So good job by the Trojans executing. He hit that one on the screws, boys and girls. He squared it up. So good piece of hitting, but Trojans get the out. 1 out, bottom of the first, 2 runners on. The catcher Collins steps up, and he is a full-grown man.
Impressive kid. He's impressive.
Yeah, but I don't know if they had to order a new uniform for him as a sophomore, but I'm pretty sure they're going to need a bigger one here in the next couple of years.
Duplichat second.
Good pitch. There you go. Got another one.
Zach settles in left field beneath it, right on it. On the warning track, gets it in. Good relay. Again, we hold runners first and second. So
just like that, like my old friend David there. Just like that. We got 2 outs, boys.
Yeah, Ashton has done a good job. He's worked his way back in this inning. Runners have not advanced. I'm really surprised on the first fly out that Duplichat didn't make an attempt to take third there. I mean,
even that one, Jacob.
Both of those balls were hit to the wall,
yeah.
And he's got decent speed. That's a bit surprising, but I'm glad it turned out that way. So Braylon Harris steps in, your left fielder for the Vikings. He's a left-hander. Another quality at bat right here for the Vikings.
It's all right. The two-seamer runs away from him.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm correct, but it looks like Ashton's throwing a fastball from two different slots, and one really has a tail on it. When he drops down, that ball really runs away.
Good pitch.
That one ran. Yeah, just fastball starts middle. It just tails just off the plate and swing and miss. So that'll bring the count to 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 outs.
On Harris, we got 2 outs with a run on first and second. Duos comes set. Looks back to runner at second.
Good pitch.
And that ball is hit hard. Really hard.
Foul ball.
Oof. And it's foul.
That was almost 3-3.
It was foul in a different zip code. He stroked it pretty good.
It's amazing. One swing ties the game.
Yeah, but instead it was just a long strike, boys. A long strike.
That was perfectly placed by Duos because he was out in front. And
Coach Brent's going to call us. I've seen Coach Brent sing the sign in.
Give him the hammer. Give him the hammer.
Miss low. There it is. Pitch.
Good pitch by Aston there, down and away.
It's funny how these lefty-righty matchups go. You know, the righties didn't have much success on him. Looked off, and this guy looks dialed in. Like it wouldn't be the end of the world if we walk him.
But you see where his back toe is? It's on the white. I mean, he's daring them to throw him away and says, if you come in, I'm going to catch up to it. So
as for time, get to quick
gave him
time.
The timeout.
Yeah, quick time.
Cat and mouse game, boys. A little chess match right here.
So that's a 2-2 count. Trojans still ahead 3-0. 2 runners on, first and second.
Come on, pick.
Nope. Misses outside. So I know Coach Brent's always been a big fan of this. What you throw 2-2, you throw 3-2. I'm anxious to see if that's going to follow suit.
I'm watching Coach Kane. He's giving a signal to the infielders. And I see him tapping their caps like my little
Coach Brent talking on a walkie-talkie. I don't know if they have a communication device like that or not, or if he's just faking it.
Ooh, good pitch.
That was not another breaking ball. That was a fastball.
The end. It jammed him a little bit. Popped it up back behind us.
Good piece of hitting. Fouled it off. Fought it off. Chet, I thought he was sitting, kind of looking for curve, and that one kind of got on him. Count still full. Got 2 outs. 2 runners on. And they're going to be moving on this pitch.
And there they go.
Deadpool foul ball down the first base line.
He's on it, son.
Yeah, look, it is not the end of the world if we walk him.
I'm agreeing.
Well, you know, he's taking him deep in the count, and every pitch he sees, he's getting a little more comfortable. So it is what it is, but, you know, sometimes it works out in our favor. He might hit one hard. We might make the play. Ashton might make a great pitch. He might get fooled. Let's see what happens right here.
It's a good at bat.
That's a good pitch.
Yep.
Squeeze it.
So it was definitely off speed. Fouled up to second base. Cormier struggles with the wind, but manages to get that out. So that's 1-2 got on with walks, and Trojans fight back and get 3 outs, and that'll do it for the.
It's 3-0
first inning.
It's 3-0.
You know, they talk about winning every inning, and
health is our priority, and we're here to help. Whether you need immediate medical care, wish to schedule a wellness checkup, or require behavioral health services, Savoy Medical Center has you covered with clinics in Ville Platte and Mamou. Our dedicated team of providers is committed to delivering exceptional care and treating you like family. To schedule an appointment in Ville Platte, call 337-363-0075, or for an appointment in our Mamou clinic, call 337-468-4038. Savoy Medical Center, our family, healing yours.
At this time, Perry's Tire and Service, a proud supporter of the Sacred Heart Trojans, would like to remind everyone of their services. In addition to tires, Perry's Tire Service offers oil changes, brake services, alignments, and minor engine repair. They are located at 903 West Lincoln Road in Ville Platte. Give Kevin or Lisa a call at 337-363-5621 for all of your automotive maintenance needs. HealthWorks Rehab is ready to get you back into the game. Physical therapists Andy Poche, David Vidrine, and Clay Langerneau are pleased to sponsor this broadcast for the Do or Die Trojan family. Call for an appointment at our Ville Platte Clinic at 1477 West LaSalle Street, 363-2600, or in Mamou at Savoy Medical Center, 468-0460. That's HealthWorks Rehab, helping every body work. Teats Food Store, located at 2210 West Main in Ville Platte, specializes in quality smoked meats. Their award-winning smoked pure pork sausage, tasso, and boudin is filled with flavor that will make you come back for more. And that's not all. Teats offers a full line of groceries, beer, wine, liquor, gas, and much more. Oh, and Teats will ship their smoked meats all over the country. Visit their website at teatsfoodstore.com.
Ball high. So we're back live. We just had the first pitch on Mr. Preston Sloan for a ball. Again, if you're just tuning in, Trojans are up 3-0 after one.
Good eye.
Yeah, Chad, and going back to what I was saying, I mean, you'll often hear coaches talk about winning every inning or as many as you can, and so far the Trojans have won the first one. So if we can maintain a few more, we'll be in a good spot come the end of the game.
Well, Jacob, just like the first at bat, he started off 2-0. Now it's 2-1, so he's still in the hitter's count. And he hit the first one pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Sloan's a damn good player. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Let's go, P.
The pitch from Gillen.
Ooh, cut.
And he got one.
He's mad at himself for missing that one, boys. He felt like that one should be at the hospital.
Yeah, I mean, that was a big fat one right down the middle, and you don't get many of those in one at bat, and when you do, you got to make them pay.
2-2. Nobody out. Top of the second. Your pitch. That's outside. Ooh, 3-2.
Yeah, that was a tough pitch to lay off of. I mean, I do think it was a ball, but it was definitely a competitive pitch.
A little zip on it.
Yeah,
a little zip.
Really good pitch by Gillen. So Sloan's worked it full here. Nobody out, nobody on.
Pitcher looked disappointed he didn't get that call. Was shaking his head. Love to see him frustrated.
That's because of the first inning. He got that call the first inning.
Oh, big breaker. But got him on the breaker.
It's a 6-pitch at bat. Look at it that way. It's a 6-pitch at bat.
And it also shows you confidence. He throws a breaking ball full count on the leadoff hitter.
Jacob, that's his go-to.
And he made a good pitch.
It's a very good pitch.
He did. So going back to some of our sponsors, our pregame sponsor, Dr. Brandon Fontenot and Mercy Regional Medical Center. Our walk sponsor for the game is T&J Ford. Home run sponsor will be HealthWorks Rehab. Defensively, when we're making out at first, we'd like to thank Perry's Tire and Savoy Medical Center. And our strikeout sponsor is Vidrine's Ace Hardware and HealthWorks Rehab, as well as all the other sponsors you'll see on the heading if you're watching it live. We can't thank those guys enough for everything they've done throughout the year, for helping us cover these games for all of our sports. We appreciate it.
John Michael falls behind the count 0-2. Good fastball, the first pitch, and that was a good little curve right there.
Yeah, I mean, look, it just goes to show you what kind of stuff he has, because John Michael's one of the most disciplined hitters we have, and that ball was not close to being a strike.
Oh,
good take. Upstairs.
That little zip, though. That little zip.
And going back to our athletic programs, our track team did really well at the regional meet with a few state qualifiers. You know, we had Jackson Swallow, who came out third in the 1,600-meter run, and he was the regional champion in the 3,200-meter run, which is to be respected for sure. Great performance by Jackson Swallow. William Jordan placed third in the 400-meter dash, and our 4x4 relay team was the regional runner-up, and that team was comprised of Wesley Artigo, William Jordan, Seth Gilry, and Jackson Swallow.
So we got some kids going to Baton Rouge.
That's absolutely correct. So
that's awesome. So
congratulations to those guys.
While Coach Jacob was giving us the recap on the track team, Duplashank goes down swinging. So that's 2 outs in the top of the first, and the first pitch is swung on by John Aaron. As expected, I mean, they have confidence in their pitcher. You would think that he would settle in and have a more competitive performance, and he is in the top of 2.
He's humming now. That's a good pitch.
Yeah.
The beauty of baseball. It's amazing one inning to the next how much different he looks.
I mean, there's a reason there's 7 innings or 9 innings, and you know, over the course of those innings, there's momentum changes and swinging. comparable to runs in basketball. You know, it's a long game.
It's going to happen.
Things happen.
You got to withhold the runs and just stay locked in.
Yep.
We talked about the Trojans being the underdog today, and for them to have a chance was to be able to put the OC Vikings in a stressful situation. And so far, we've done that. We've put them in a stressful situation, managed to get 3 runs on the board, so it's 3-0 in the top of 1. Brings your count to 2-2. There's 2 outs. But you know that OC's going to have an inning. They're going to have an inning where they're going to score some runs, and you just got to keep battling and keep putting them on.
Good eye.
Yeah, I mean, we're in a position right now with the lead 3-0 just to worry about one at a time. If we can get one at a time, they add up. And I know last game I had talking with Coach Kane, his goal was to score 6. He felt he needed to score 6 to be in the game at the end.
Well,
and it may be the same approach today.
So runs that 2-seamer on the inside corner, gets Swallow looking, and that'll conclude the top of the second.
Well, we got half, like Coach Kane said. We all got half already. We got 3 already.
We did. So we'll go to break in between the top and bottom of the second. We'll be back with you in just after these few words by our sponsors.
Savoy Cancer Center offers infusion treatments and injections in gastroenterology, rheumatology, endocrinology, and immunology. That's right. You can receive your infusion or injections right here in Evangeline Parish, close to home. At Savoy Cancer Center, our goal is to treat you like family, providing comfort and hope as your long-term partners in care of your chronic condition. Ask your doctor about receiving your specialty infusion therapy or injection close to home at Savoy Cancer Center. For more information, call 337-468-3099. Savoy Cancer Center, close to home.
It takes more than our strong community bank to service our customers. It takes our frontline employees, our lenders, and our customer service representatives to create our customers' experiences. Our customers know our people, and our people know our customers. It's just part of our Southern nature. It's the Louisiana way, the Evangeline way. It's our heritage. It's who we are. We are the Evangeline Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Get ready for hunting season with the outdoor experts at Industrial Service and Supply. Hunting stands are in stock now. Ladders, box stands, lock-ons, tripods, and climbing tree stands. Comfortable, silent, sturdy, and secure. Find any stand to fit your needs this hunting season. And remember to grab your safety harness at
So we back, guys.
All right, back live to start the bottom of the second. Duos is still on the hill.
Probably got the 6-hole guy up. Maybe 7.
Madanomi.
I'm trying to get a number here.
Number 7.
7.
That's Bears wrong. That's the number 3-hole hitter in your shortstop.
No, 7 is...
Oh, I'm sorry. That would be Carter Stelly, the first baseman. So he's in the 6-hole.
So you have 6, 7, 8.
Got a good crowd here today, guys.
It is a beautiful day.
It's starting to trickle in.
We had a little drizzle in Ville-Platte on the way out. We sent the boys off cheering them on as they passed by the church parking lot in the bus.
I'm just looking around. You got probably more Trojan fans than Viking fans. We got a good show out for our fans for sure.
I'd be 2-1 on Stelly.
Yeah, I think they got a crew in left field, Lance. I think some of their parents are up high.
Good pitch.
Good job.
Duos runs the count to 2-2. Nobody out, nobody on. Bottom of second. Trojans leading 3-0.
One at a time, Jacob. One pitch at a time.
Duos from the windup.
Upstairs, no good.
That change up?
That was
like
a breaker.
Breaker, yeah.
So, he tipped that pitch a little bit. He squeezed it in the glove, and I hope that's not something that continues that they can pick up because he was definitely tipping that pitch.
To shortstop, Chapman fields the ball. Short hop to first baseman, not able to handle it. So it was a long hop. You would get those maybe 50% of the time, but that'll go down as an arrow on the shortstop. The errant throw. So runner does advance to second base. So to start off the bottom of 2, it'll be no outs and an error, base runner on second.
Yeah, I mean, he routine ground ball, fielded it nice and clean, and he just kind of choked the throw a little bit, like he just wasn't confident and sure about himself and just letting it fly. And, Ellis has done that a couple times, and I've even had discussions with him myself. He's just got to have confidence in himself and let it go. No doubt he can do it. So, but here we are.
Pitch.
That brings up the pitcher, Cross Gillen, number 23. Duos starts him off with a nice breaking ball in for a strike. So Stelly's at second. It looks like Cormier's holding him on. We're playing the guy to pull. From the stretch, another nice breaking ball from Duos. So he's ahead 0-2 here. A strikeout would be big here.
2 breakers, 2 swing and misses. Hello? Fastball, got him swinging. Great job by Duos fighting back after that error. Sometimes you can start putting your head down, but Ashton buckles in and fires 3 strikes to get the strikeout.
Should be 2 outs. Gonna bring up the 9-hole hitter.
Oh, Mr. David Dare joins us. Hey, Dave.
Hey. Welcome back, Dave.
A familiar voice.
Good pitch.
Oh, a good breaker.
Beauty.
That's pretty. If Ashton continues to throw competitive breaking balls, that is great news for the Trojans.
I don't care when y'all get it done by that deadline. Okay.
A little two-seam ran on him and hit him in the thigh, so be hit by a pitch. Number 3 will advance, so we'll have runners on first and second with 1 out. This will bring up the 9-hole hitter, Mr. Larman. Coach Brent asks for time. Typically when Coach Brent steps on the field, he's just going to have a short discussion about how we're going to approach the next batter and make sure everybody's on the same page. So,
yeah, and that hit by pitch right there is not really the end of the world. We kind of put the force on, and it helps the defense relax. You can make a play anywhere. You don't have to rush. So that's not always the end of the world. And hell, with 1 out, it puts a double play in effect, and that could end the inning for us. So that would be something we could look forward to.
Yeah, especially with the 9-hole up. You don't want to take advantage of that. But, we're going to go to break, but Coach Brent breaks the huddle, so we'll stay live with you.
So once again, bottom of second, Trojans lead 3-0. We have 1 out. On the batter, Garrett Larman, the right fielder. And OC has runners at first and second. Once again, they're playing the pull. Jobert's up on the grass.
If I remember correctly, he pushed a few balls to right field in our first matchup.
And OC studied our little. That was our little pickoff play.
And that was.
We've picked off a couple guys this year with that, so it works.
Larman, the current batter, his sister is a freshman on the softball team as the starting catcher and a very good ball player.
Good pitch. That's a strike.
Looks like it's called the ball. His sister Kale and my daughter Abby played ball together for several years, and a very, very good ball player. As is her brother.
Duos comes set in the pitch.
Catch it.
That's a double
First
play.
one.
Nobody's there.
Yeah, so he did pop up the bunt towards first base. Swallow had to come up a good 10 steps, and the base runner reacted to the fly ball or fly out bunt and was not able to get the double play. But good job by the Trojans getting the out.
Right.
And that'll give us 2 outs with the leadoff, the 8th grader, number 27, Duplichin, up.
Your center fielder. So, yeah, that could have been a disaster for the Vikings, but we really did not have a true chance of getting the guy at first. He did a good job of reading the bunt.
Up.
Ball up from Duos. But we're in a good spot. 2 outs. We got a force on. Their leadoff's up. He didn't look great last time. He worked the count deep and earned a walk, but it could have gone the other way, and we could have had a strikeout there. So hopefully Ashton can get out of this.
Pretty sure he had 2 hits in our first matchup. Breezing through the stats.
Good pitch.
Good pitch.
Nice pitch.
But I think they had several Vikings with 2 hits in that game. It was a light show in all the wrong ways. Different game today so far.
So Cormier is going to play deep in the hole. Looks like Ellis is going to hold him on, being that Duplessis is a lefty. We're playing poolside.
Corm got some dirt on his cleats. He's kicking it off. Now he's going to get deep in the hole.
Elliott's giving him quite a bit of room in right field. I'd like to see our left fielder maybe up a step or 2. But here we are.
Good pitch.
Deadpool, first base, error by the first baseman. Ball kicks off his glove, squirts into right field. Elliott picks it up, throws it in. No play. So they do get a run on 2 errors in the inning so far. So OC will have a first and third with 2 outs.
Yeah, that was a routine ground ball to John Aaron, and he looked very focused on it, and just, he brought his glove down just a hair too late, and it slipped right underneath, unfortunately. So we have first and third here with 2 outs.
Brings up Trahan or Trahan, depending on what side of the stage you're on.
I'm Parker Trahan, your second baseman.
Good pitch, good curve, and he laid off of it.
Yeah, I'll give Swallow a little bit of leeway. I don't know if routine would be appropriate, a ball that he should handle every day, but he did have to move a couple of steps towards the line. So anyway, it would definitely be an error.
Up.
Popped up, back, Preston.
That's our 10th. Just missed us.
So out of play.
Ooh, yeah, I think if he catches the ball, he makes the play himself.
Yep.
Duos was over there. I don't think he would have had to flip it over to him, but hey, it is what it is. We can get out of this with 1 run, and everything's still okay.
It just gets your pitch count up. You know what I mean? It just gets his count up.
It does, and when you're the underdog, you need to win. Just out of reach for Fontenot in right field.
Get it in.
They do score a run. Runners are moving on 2 outs. So that'll go down as a base hit. Again, the Vikings will have a first and third with 2 outs.
Yeah, and Ashton made a really good pitch right there. The ball ran in on him. He nearly hit it on the grip, but had enough strength to loop it over Cormier's head and got rewarded for it.
A little inside out?
It wasn't even inside out. It was just I put a bad swing on a good pitch and got lucky. That's all to it, and that's just how it goes sometimes. So Ashton's having to work here. So Trojans are leading 3-2 with a little misfortune this inning. But we got 2 outs.
Where I was going with there, when you're the underdog, you have to win the error battle. You have to make less errors than the favorite. And if you don't, most of the time, it's not going to end up in your favor. Trojans fortunate enough to have done some damage in the first, still holding the lead 3-2. Vikings have a first and third again with 2 outs. Ashton is really pitching well. Duos pitching well. Batter asks for time. That's Bergeron. Yeah,
that's number 4, Rowan Bergeron. Your shortstop. So we're in the meat of their order here. 2 outs, first and third. I'd be surprised if he's not trying to take second.
Good, and step off.
Looks like everybody's in tune to the same idea. So,
I know the kid because we grew up with him. He's not the fastest cat on the field, but he's not slow by any means. If you let him take it, he's going to take it.
No, and it puts the pressure on our defense. They respect Sloan, no doubt about it. They know what he's capable of. He's a very good catcher. You still got to execute the play. And, will they have a little trickery in their bag? That's not usually the case with OC. They're usually confident in their hitters. And being the 3-hole hitters up, they may not take a chance. Nobody moving.
Jammed him. Foul back.
Good pitch. Good pitch.
It was also, batter was ahead in the count 2-0. I bet if he falls behind, it might be a different story. So 2-1, 2 outs, run on first and third. Trojans lead 3-2.
Interesting green light on that 2-0 pitch on a ball that wasn't middle.
Well, you're talking about next level guys here, and they're confident.
taking
There
the
he
bag.
goes.
So John Parker trots over to second base and takes the base. No attempt by Sloan.
No, Sloan came up like maybe he was going to throw, but he didn't get a good handle on the ball, so he just gave up at that point, which is the right thing to do.
Yeah, you don't want to throw him a run in, that's for sure.
So second and third, Duos from the stretch. Pitches up and away.
Walked him. So that'll load him up for the little catcher.
Miles Collins.
If you OC, this is what you dream of. Got him loaded with your guy up.
Yeah, and you know, in retrospect, you know, we earned our runs in the first inning, and
we just gave it away.
And then we let them back in the game.
Yeah, that's two unearned runs to 3 earned runs. We didn't get to see much from Collins today. He was a first pitch swinger, drove a ball deep into left field.
To the fence.
Zach settled under it and made the catch. So
yeah,
I can't tell you if he's dialed in or not, but we're about to find out.
Pitch from Duos.
Nice
pitch.
Breaking ball.
Beauty.
Yeah. I mean, the bright side is that it doesn't look like OC's doing anything fancy. So, you know, if we can regain our composure and pick back up, you know.
Good pitch.
So that one hits off the heel of Preston's mitt and kicks off to the right. No harm.
You know, if you're an outsider and don't know anything about both teams and just watching this game from a blind perspective, you would think Sacred Heart's the better team right now, other than the couple little mistakes on the infield. I mean, we hit balls harder. We're pitching just as good, if not better.
Good pitch. Good pitch.
Ooh. Yeah, that ball started on the outside of the plate and broke just off the plate. A good job by Collins taking the pitch.
And we kind of being Debbie Downer, but we still have the lead 3-2, so we'll maintain that perspective here.
Outside.
Yeah, and
they're pitching away from him. I mean, that's clearly what you want to do. The guy's legit.
There's nowhere to put him.
Lance, with that being said, I mean, you got to make the guy beat you right here. I mean, look.
3-1. We're about to find out. Yes.
Wow. Okay. That was down for the big boy. So we're gonna walk a run in. That'll tie things up. 3-3. Number 7, which had probably the most, number 9 steps up to the plate. Probably had the most impressive at bat in the first go around. Hit several balls firmly to the right side. Not a guy you probably want to face with the bases loaded.
Yep, and for the first time, I'm seeing some frustration out of Coach Kane with the strike zone.
He wanted
it's not
that
often
pitch,
you see him complaining, and he walked out the dugout 5 steps and was being very direct with the home plate umpire. He was not pleased.
Little third to first fake pickoff move by Duos, just kind of trying to keep everybody honest.
This guy had a good at bat last time. He had a really good at bat.
Bases loaded, 2 outs. We have Braylon Harris, the left fielder, up. He's a left-hander.
Ball thrown behind the batter. He does.
1-1-1.
So plenty of time for the guy at third to advance, but he chooses not to.
Yeah, he threw it behind Sloan. Their runner on third was very cautious because they have a brick wall, and it did bounce back. It kicked back, but a little bit to the first base side, and the guy first, he was going to second.
He was halfway.
He had to put on the brakes, and we could have got him in a pickle if Sloan would have chose to throw it.
Pitch.
Nice. 1-1.
1-1. They're loaded, and we're tied. Bottom of the second.
2 outs. Duos from the stretch.
In the elbow.
He hits him.
Hit by a pitch on number 9. Another run will walk over and cross home plate. So that'll bring your score to 4-3, Vikings. I mean, a couple.
Yeah.
Just like that, it's 4-3. So
it's very unfortunate, but I mean, we got to move forward. I mean, we're in the second inning. We got 5 innings left to go, and you have to stay in the game to give yourself a chance. And
one more, Jacob.
We need one out. We need one out right here, and take a deep breath and regroup.
Big cut by 7. Foul tipped off of Sloan's mask, so Ashton gets ahead early. That's a good sign.
That's your first baseman, Carter Stelly.
But you saw him. You saw that guy. He took a cut. Like he's on it.
Well, the more this goes, the more confident they get.
The tighter your pitch gets.
The more relaxed they're going to be, and we had them where we wanted them, and we opened the door, and they took advantage.
Yeah, we're going to see some different guys pitch today because their pitchers had 54 pitches and Ashton's had 58 pitches, and we're not through the second. So go to the concession, get you some popcorn and a cold drink, and buckle up because this one may take a minute.
Good miss.
Yep, so 2-1 on the batter, 2 outs, bases still full. Trojans are struggling to find that third out. 6-hole hitter Carter Stelly at bat. Sam Vail's warming up in the pen. So it looks like he's our next option.
Let's get out of here.
We playing back on the corners. I'd say outfielders are straight up.
Shot to left field.
To left.
Zach gets it in. They're sending a runner from third. It'll be a close play at home. Ball's just off the plate, and he's safe at home. Yeah, he was moving, boys and girls. He was moving. Not the best of relays, but not a bad relay. So number 7 hits a base hit to left field.
Yeah, if you at second base with 2 outs and you doing your job as the base runner, 9 times out of 10 on a base hit you're gonna score. I mean, and there was no hesitation whatsoever. He rounded third and was coming home. Zach made a good play on the ball, hit the cutoff. Ellis made a pretty good throw to home, and Sloan scooped it up, but I mean, we just didn't have a chance.
Interference.
He throws it, he gets it.
I mean,
if he throws that ball, he's going to get a
interference.
Yeah, so that was first and third. Runner didn't break on the pitch. Duos threw a breaking ball in the dirt. Preston blocked it up. It bounced right in front. The batter was walking back to the batter's box after the pitch, and Sloan could not throw because he was there, but he didn't throw. Coach Kane Hargrave out the dugout questioning an obstruction call here.
It's a good appeal by Coach Kane because he was in the throwing motion.
Always get curled. Which one's obstruction? Which one's interference? I always get mixed up.
So
I got you.
The batter was out the box.
Yeah, whichever it is, the batter attempted to bunt after the ball passed home plate. He stepped over the front of home plate.
He's out the box.
Was basically in the middle between the catcher and the pitcher. Preston feels it. Gets up, tries to, I don't know if it was a pump fake.
Yes,
he calls
we got him out.
Yeah, so
he's out. It's a good play.
So they did make contact. It wasn't much contact, but there was some contact. You don't often see that call, but that'll do it for the bottom of 2. Score is now 6-3 in favor of the OC Vikings, and we'll be back with you after a few words from our sponsors for the top of 3.
Thanks to all the healthcare professionals that made this possible, and thank you for your life-saving work.
Did you know that Savoy Cancer Center offers infusion treatments and injections in gastroenterology, rheumatology, endocrinology, and immunology? That's right. You can receive your infusion or injections right here in Evangeline Parish, close to home. At Savoy Cancer Center, our goal is to treat you like family, providing comfort and hope as your long-term partners in care of your chronic condition. Ask your doctor about receiving your specialty infusion therapy or injection close to home at Savoy Cancer Center. For more information, call 337-468-3099. Savoy Cancer Center, close to home.
It takes more than our strong community bank to service our customers. It takes our frontline employees, our lenders, and our customer service representatives to create our customers' experiences. Our customers know our people, and our people know our customers. It's just part of our Southern nature. It's the Louisiana way, the Evangeline way. It's our heritage. It's who we are. We are the Evangeline Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Get ready for hunting season with the outdoor experts at Industrial Service and Supply. Hunting stands are in stock now. Ladders, box stands, lock-ons, tripods, and climbing tree stands. Comfortable, silent, sturdy, and secure. Find any stand to fit your needs. Remember to grab your hunting season at Industrial.
So we're back in Opelousas. Trojans up to bat here in the top of the third inning, trailing 6-3.
Ball down on the way. Good take by 4. Duos up to bat.
Base runners. We need some base runners.
Cross Gillen still on the mound for the Vikings. It's third inning of work.
Got Vail number 2 warming up in the
And last inning we went quietly, so let's see if we can make some noise here in the third.
I said Vail too because there's the freshman Peyton Vail who's now warming up in the bullpen. No idea what's going on or what decisions are going to be made, but he's just making sure he's loose and ready to go.
2 balls and 1 strike on Duos.
2-1.
As Gillen threw a couple nice pitches, and I think there's a bit of frustration on both sides.
Good eye. That's low.
No way.
3-1. Base
Spit
runners.
on that, boy. Spit on that.
One at a time. Let's get some base runners and see what we do.
Yeah, we definitely need an answer here. If it's
just chip away, Jake.
even if it's 1.
Yep, just chip away. Get through.
Chop
get through.
back
Go,
up.
go. Move.
Ball,
Move.
glove
He's
on
safe.
it. He's good.
Safe. He
He's
can move.
good.
Yes, sir.
So ball hit directly up the middle. A big chopper.
There's your base runner.
Pitcher Gillen is able to get a glove on it. It pops up into the air. Shortstop trips, falls, and that'll go down as a hit.
Yep, absolutely a hit.
So we got Ryland Swallow.
Got a courtesy runner for our pitcher Duos is Ryland Swallow, number 25.
Bringing up Lane Jobert, number 16, our third baseman.
The big Husker.
Yeah, Gillen might have been better off not even making an attempt right there because
the shortstop was moving across.
The shortstop was coming across and at a good clip, and when he had to slam on the brakes, he actually fell down. So
I agree. He was in road gear and had to slam the brakes on and did a little.
Let's go, big Lane.
Slip and fall.
Back.
Oh. Close play. He was safe. They tried to pick Ryland back at first base, and
that's where you can see the experience of that guy on the mound because he's probably got 3 different approaches to pick off at first, and he did that in the blink of an eye.
Well, and he had a courtesy runner, so he knows the courtesy runner is going to try to get a little, more. It's a good move to first.
Well, just in amateur baseball, if you're not paying attention, you're in trouble. And look, OC has a history of being prepared.
Back.
There it is again, and that's close, and he got him.
Yep, he got off too much.
He wants a replay. He's holding his ears. I want a replay. I thought he got back, but it doesn't matter what I think because our leadoff runner is no longer a runner.
I can tell you this much: it was too close, and. Just like we were talking about, it happened, and Gillen was confident in what he was doing.
Yeah, probably gave him his second best move to start and then came back with one that was a little better and got him.
Well, often these base runners, and I noticed in the first couple innings, they take their eye off of the pitcher for a split second to see how far they are off the base. And the minute they look down is when he's picking back. And
he has a good move. And that ball was on the money when he threw it. Good.
Up. The Husker fouls it off into foul territory on the third base side.
So if you notice when he comes set, or prior to coming set, he is extremely open with his stance on the mound, and that gives him view of first base.
And he pitches up the stretch the entire game, so he's no stranger to the stretch. Down. Good take.
3-1.
Lane Jobert at bat, our third baseman.
Good eye.
And he takes it off the shoulder.
Yep. Man got a lot of back. Big target. And he got him.
All right, got base runners on, or base runner on. Let's chip away.
Chappie, number 7. Mr. Ellis Chapman steps up. He's starting shortstop.
1 out, down 6-3, runner on first. Our 6-hole hitter, Ellis Chapman at bat. Gillen from the stretch. Jobert with a conservative lead this go round.
Down. Ball. 1.
Couldn't make up with a hit after that horrible throw to first.
I've seen worse, Lance. That ball was in line. First baseman had a chance to make the catch, but he did spike it just a bit.
Yeah, I mean, he did have a chance to catch it. I mean, it would have been a great play.
If you throw it to his glove, then you have to worry about it.
All right, Dad, cool it.
You're about to get fired, see.
back pick, and God, dog. I mean, we are lackadaisical over there.
Yeah, so just a back pick by the
Good move
catcher.
by the catcher. That was a good move.
He was safe.
Well, the problem is he comes in standing up. I mean,
that dive.
You know, hit the dirt. I mean,
outside.
Gillen with a breaking ball misses away. A run to count to 2-1. 1 out, run on first. Ellis Chapman at the plate. Top of the third, Trojans trail 6-3.
The next two guys coming up got base hits for us, so if we get some base runners, I'm liking it, like we are the lineup. Try. Come on, one more.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to get on base.
3-1 here.
Got Jude, then Elliott up next.
Yeah, we need to work him deep. We need to get more runners the merrier and chip away at this lead.
So ball, Chapman's on top of the plate. He's tight, and that ball runs back into his hip area inside. But call the strike.
Lean in and wear it.
I can't argue with the call, but he's just set up so close to the plate.
Well, and not a good pitch to swing at 3-1. I mean,
yeah, it's full up.
Yeah. Runner's moving.
Foul back.
What a hang. Good fight.
3-2-1 out. Jobert was on the move. Got kind of a late break. Almost like it was a 2-out kind of steal. And Coach Kane's looking at him like,
what are you doing? Yeah.
There was a miscommunication there maybe, and he's giving him the signal that there was 1 out. So Trojan's a little discombobulated right here.
He held up 2 fingers. Maybe he added them together, and he thought it was 2.
Good on.
Ball. So that'll walk Chapman. So that'll give us 2 runners on at first and second. That'll bring up Jude Hebert with 1 out. Again, OC calls time and is walking out to the mound. So we'll take a short break while they figure this thing out.
More wellness visits, high blood pressure, diabetes, cancer screenings, and more. Call his office at 337-363-7036 or come by 503 Jack Miller Road to schedule an appointment. Most insurances are accepted. Go Trojans. Go Trojans from Dr. Brandon Fontenot and staff, located at 421 Jack Miller Road in Ville Platte. Dr. Brandon provides internal medicine services along with all of your endoscopy needs. Dr. Brandon accepts most major insurances and is currently accepting new patients. So give them a call today at 337-363-5684. And once again, go Trojans.
Hi everyone, I'm State Representative Rhonda Butler for District 38, and I want to congratulate the healthcare providers at Mercy Regional Medical Center for being champions of patient safety. You reduced hospital readmissions by 43% in 1 year, and you continue to make significant improvements.
Having a transition of care nurse touch base with those patients within the first 2 to 3 days when they're home has really made a difference.
We focused on congestive heart failure patients who nationally have a very high risk of readmissions.
If they have any fluid gain, we catch that early in the course of the process.
So we're back live. Jude Hebert steps up, 2 runners on.
Good eye.
Takes an outside strike. Jude, no stranger to bunting in odd situations. Was not showing bunt on that pitch, takes the outside strike.
But give OC credit. They're on the grass. They expect him because he's fast and he can bunt.
And bunts a high percentage of his at-bats.
He does. It's good coaching by OC. They know what they're doing.
I'd be surprised if he squares. You know, down 3 early in the game. It's hard to give up outs right now.
It is, and the number of balls he's thrown in the last 20 pitches is also makes you not want to give up an out.
If I remember correctly, Jude got a base hit last at bat.
Last 2 guys, the next 2 guys coming up got hits. Let's go, Jude.
So top of the third, Trojans trail 6-3. Runners on first and second.
Good eye.
Another one of those 2-seamers that run in on him and gets called for the inside strike. We're a little off center, so we're probably not in a great viewpoint to tell you exactly where that ball was.
Hit him.
But
does it count to 1-2 for Gillen here?
Very close to hitting him.
Get through.
Up the middle, straight to second base. He's safe.
He beat it out.
So if anybody's going to beat out that double play ball, it's going to be Hebert. So that ball was hit right up the middle. A perfect double play ball. Maybe not quite enough zip on it on the hit to get the easy double play, but Jude runs it out. He's safe. So Trojans have a first and third with Elliot Fontenot up to bat.
Yeah, I would agree. John Parker Trahan made a really quick turn, but Bergeron over at short, he didn't pursue the ball very aggressively and just sat back a hair too long. Because initially I thought that was going to be a double play, but nice job by Hebert legging it out to first.
The boy got a lot of try. He's always got a lot of try in him.
Brings up Elliot Fontenot. Let's see if he can get us an RBI here.
He did last time. 1 for 1. Here's a pitch.
Way out.
So 2 outs, first and third.
Seeing if Jude's going to try to run the first and third, but there are 2 outs.
I wouldn't mind.
Get the run down, get the run in?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a delayed steal. Hate to take a bat out somebody's hands when you're down 3, but at the same time, we need a run.
Coach Kane may play the count here and see if it stays in our batter's favor or not before he makes that decision. Strike on Elliott runs the count to 1-1 with 2 outs. First and third, Trojans trailing 6-3 in the top of the third here. Gillen, the starter, still on the mound.
Good eye. Go score him!
Oh, my goodness. So,
no.
Again, probably hard to see that ball, but it does hit in the dirt, does kick way off to the side. So that'll be ball 2, bringing it count to 2-1.
It's 2 outs.
Yeah, Joe Bear did not get a good secondary on that one, but look, Jude does take second base, so now you have 2 runners in scoring position and a hitter's count.
Tell you what, it bounced.
So rule of third is you're going home until you're not.
Yes.
You don't sit stationary and then decide to go home, and that's what happened.
And it was a soft.
When it kicked away, he tried to start, but it was too late at that point. So anyhow, Gillen comes set. Here's the pitch to Fontenot.
Good eye.
Down.
It's down.
That'll bring a count to 3-1.
Let's go, Al.
So Gillen up to 79 pitches. So we're in the third inning, and he's already pushing it pretty good. So like Chad said earlier, we're definitely going to see somebody else. And hell, I don't know at this point if I wouldn't mind watching him stay in the game.
Close. Look,
he called it a strike. It wasn't. It definitely wasn't.
Well, down the middle.
No.
Yeah, good pitch. Good pitch on the black. Down, not a ball that Elliott's going to be able to handle with authority. So he'll bring your count to a full count with 2 outs.
That's outside. Get back, Lane. He's going to pick him off. What is he doing?
What are we doing?
No. Wow.
So after I take a deep breath, I'll go ahead and tell you that Elliott gets the walk. Lane gets caught sleeping at third.
2 base running errors.
Catcher throws it to third, gets in a rundown, and was able to tag Lane out to get your third out of the top of 3.
Lane actually broke for home, like if the bases would have been loaded on the walk.
Well, so 2 base running errors, and a pick off at first and a pick off at third.
Bottom line is this is a second round in the playoffs, and those mistakes will be costly. We'll take a break here.
Yeah, we'll be back with you after a few messages from our sponsors.
HealthWorks Rehab is ready to get you back into the game. Physical therapists Andy Poche, David Vidrine, and Clay Langerneau are pleased to sponsor this broadcast for the Do or Die Trojan family. Call for an appointment at our Ville Platte Clinic at 1477 West LaSalle Street, 363-2600, or in Mamou at Savon Medical Center, 468-0460. That's HealthWorks Rehab, helping everybody work. Teats Food Store, located at 2210 West Main in Ville Platte, specializes in quality smoked meats. Their award-winning smoked pure pork sausage, tasso, and boudin is filled with flavor that will make you come back for more. And that's not all. Teats offers a full line of groceries, beer, wine, liquor, gas, and much more. Oh, and Teats will ship their smoked meats all over the country. Visit their website at teatsfoodstore.com or give them a call at 337-363-1839 for more details.
All right, we're back in Opelousas, bottom of the third. Trojans trail 6-3. OC coming to bat. Ashton Duall still on the mound for the Trojans.
Good pitch. Good job, Husk.
Ground ball over to Joe Bear.
Good job, Lane. Good play.
Makes the throw to first, John Aaron. Nice play by John Aaron. He had to come off the bag a little bit, but he did the first out of the inning.
We have an out package brought to you by Perry's Tire and Salval Medical Center.
A little zip on that ball from Lane right there. A little frustration zip.
That was the 8-hitter Roy Henry for the Vikings. That brings up number 9 hitter Garrett Lorman, the right fielder. So for Duos, he's at 64 pitches, so he's running a little deep as well. That second inning really got.
And Jacob Duos is throwing a really good game.
He's done his job.
Defense has killed him.
He's done his job. We made a couple costly mistakes, but he's done his job. He's kept them at bay. In fact, you could say he could be pitching a shutout.
And that's what he did. And that's what good teams do. They take advantage of the mistakes.
But coulda, woulda, shoulda. We have to move on. 2-1 on your batter, Garrett Lorman. Here in the bottom of the third. Beautiful day at the baseball field.
Looks like with a 9-hole hitter up, huh? Always want to get him out.
Yeah, it is.
Nice piece of hitting by Lorman.
Nice
He didn't try to do too much.
Just slap it.
Just slapped it out to center field.
Yeah, basically just went with the pitch right there.
So run at first, nobody out, and top of the lineup, Evan Duplichin, your center fielder, number 27. Oh, my mistake, 1 out.
Looks like we have Sam Vayon thrown in the Trojans bullpen.
Just like the top of the lineup, huh?
It is
This
the
is
top.
your leadoff.
Yeah. He had some good at-bats.
First pitch is a ball.
That's the first time it looked like Duos might be laboring a hair.
It's about to say that, Jacob. He looks a little not as sharp as he's been. 4 o'clock start. The sun's beating down on you. He's thrown 70-something pitches. He's going to start laboring.
Yeah, that second inning was really stressful. But 1-1 on the batter. 1 out, and their leadoff hitter up. It looks like we don't expect to see the bunt here. Jobert's playing about 1 step off the grass. Swallows holding the runner on at first. And there's the bunt.
Down, good bunt. He's got some wheels. Great play.
Nice play.
4. Good play.
So the action has not discontinued because
laid down left-handed, laid down a really good bunt. Jobert third made a great play to first, and the guy breaks from second to third, and he beats it.
So the fundamentals were not executed on the bunt coverage because Jobert was on the first baseline after the throw, and we did not have anybody covering third, and they took advantage of our mistake again.
Yep.
We do get a out at first with Perry's Tire and Salval Medical Center.
So 2 things. I'm not sure what bunt coverage we had, but it didn't look like John Aaron was charging, and Cormier was behind second base. So in my opinion, it's Ellis's job to get there.
It is.
And certainly if Ashton's not fielding the ball, and Ashton did break the third, but he couldn't quite get there in time. So 2 outs here, run on third.
Good pitch.
John Parker Trahan, their 2-hole hitter at bat. He's the second baseman. He's 1 for 1 with a walk today. It'd be nice to get out of this inning right here.
Be huge.
Trojans down 6-3. Here's the pitch from Duos. He misses away.
We saw the last inning with 2 outs. They scored some runs with 2 outs. They scored 6 with 2 outs.
We about to change the momentum of this game right here, Lance. I'm calling it.
Good pitch.
He fisted him again. So, very good. So
great job by Dewey.
Last time Ashton made that pitch on John Parker, he was lucky enough to loop it over the second baseman's head. This time he loops out to the shortstop. So, all being said, we get out of that inning. No harm, no foul. Trojans trail 6-3. We're going to the top of the 4th.
Did you know that Savoy Cancer Center offers infusion treatments and injections in gastroenterology, rheumatology, endocrinology, and immunology? That's right. You can receive your infusion or injections right here in Evangeline Parish, close to home. At Savoy Cancer Center, our goal is to treat you like family, providing comfort and hope as your long-term partners in care of your chronic condition. Ask your doctor about receiving your specialty infusion therapy or injection close to home at Savoy Cancer Center. For more information, call 337-468-3099. Savoy Cancer Center, close to home.
It takes more than our strong community bank to service our customers. It takes our frontline employees, our lenders, and our customer service representatives to create our customers' experiences. Our customers know our people, and our people know our customers. It's just part of our Southern nature. It's the Louisiana way, the Evangeline way. It's our heritage. It's who we are. We are the Evangeline Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Get ready for hunting season with the outdoor experts at Industrial Service and Supply. Hunting stands are in stock now. Ladders, box stands, lock-ons, tripods, and climbing tree stands. Comfortable, silent, sturdy, and secure. Find any stand to fit your needs this hunting season. And remember to grab your safety harness at Industrial Service and Supply. For hardware hunting, fishing, and more, Industrial Service and Supply in Ville Platte. Shh, it's hunting season at Industrial Service and Supply in Ville Platte.
So we're back in Opelousas. Top of the 4th. Trojans coming to bat, trailing 6-3. And it looks like we have a pitch and change for the Vikings. That pitch and change brought to you by the Evangeline Bank and Trust Company. On the hill for the Vikings now is number 6, Duga.
Yeah, the only game we've seen OC play is the game that we played against them, and we didn't get to see much of their pitching staff. It was pretty much 3 innings of in-your-face by Gielan. So this is the first time we get to see 6 on the hill.
Up to bat is Cormier. Swings at the first one. Aaron Cormier, number 13, our second baseman, another senior. Being aggressive on the first fastball. I like to see that.
Yeah, Trojans have stepped in it a little bit in the second and third with base running mistakes and errors. But I will tell you, I mean, we've talked about this before. There is one returning starter on this team. Nobody else has been, other than John Aaron, DH here and there. So Coach Kane's done a really good job with an immature team, and they're here to play. And Cormier hits a fister between third and short for a base hit, and has some enthusiasm on first, trying to get everybody up, and it is exciting to get that leadoff runner on, Coach.
Yeah, he that was a breaking ball that came through the front door, and he did a good job staying on it and getting the barrel to it there. A really nice piece of hitting with 2 strikes. And he's very excited. He's a senior. He don't want this to be his last game, and he's trying to get the dugout motivated. So, hey, props to him.
He is a spark plug. Like he's hit by a pitch. So just like that, we have 2 runners on. Bam, bam. And that'll bring up John Michael Duplichan. So Sloan was hit by pitch on the first pitch.
Yeah. So Duga not starting off very well. Let's see how he handles this stress.
Yeah, we saw it last year. When you bring in somebody new, you just don't know how they're going to react to this situation. Obviously, they've won 20 games, so they got more than one guy that can throw strikes.
That's right. I mean, OC's record is 20-11. Sacred Hearts is 18-11.
Pulled it back. Cormier was way out there, but gets back in time.
That was a ball in the dirt, and that's what we call a secondary lead. He was going till he wasn't going, and I think he made the right decision with nobody out.
I do too. I mean, for me, that's textbook base running. He was out there. Catcher did a good job of keeping it in front of him, and Cormier decided it wasn't worth the risk with no outs.
When he put on the brakes, he says, "I have to get back to second as soon as possible," and he did.
That's outside.
Yeah, that'd be a hard pitch to bunt by John
call
Michael.
For a strike. Yeah.
So that runs the count to 1-1 on John Michael with nobody out. Run on first and second. Trojans trying to scratch back into this thing. Here's the pitch from Dugas.
He does go after it. So he does attempt to bunt that outside pitch, and that's going to be strike 2.
Yeah, and that was not a favorable pitch for him to lay down a bunt. That was outside and in the dirt, but we'll see. Maybe he'll get a little redemption right here with this 1-2 pitch.
Swing and miss on the breaker. Attempt a back pick. And oh my goodness, I thought he was safe. Very, very close play either way. Not something you can argue about. But on the back pick at second base, obviously their catcher has a cannon. And we blinked and the Trojans have 2 outs. So in the top of the 4th, you had John Michael, 2 attempted bunts, unsuccessful, and then strikes out swinging. Back pick at second, and Cormier is burnt down. So,
yep, just when we were complimenting him, he got just a hair too aggressive and paid for it. I mean, it was a bang-bang play. But
it looked safe on our end, but we're not the umpire right there on the field, and he called him out, so we just have to.
He did, and OC executed. It's a ball in the dirt.
Yep, so that would have been your second and third with 1 out, and instead you have a guy out on second with 2 outs.
So Sully Manuel moves over to second, courtesy runner for Preston Sloan. I tell you, Dugas' breaking ball is pretty sharp. It's a 12-6, and he threw a good pitch to John Michael.
It is. He's long, kind of a long delivery, but he got some bite on it.
So John Aaron steps in, 1-1 count, 2 outs, run on second. 6-3 you score in favor of the Vikings.
Foul tipped, strike 2.
We have seen some interesting things in this game thus far.
Yes, we
It has been. And you probably hear the frustration in our voices because the Trojans actually had an opportunity to be up at this point in the game, and they are not. So ball's down in the dirt, taken by John Aaron, and Manuel advances to third. So catcher attempted to tag him on 2 strikes, and I'm a little bit confused by that.
I think the OC coach thinks he went, so he wants to check the first base umpire, but he did not go.
I mean, they checking with everybody.
They checked the first base umpire. They checked the second base umpire.
I think they even asked one of those.
They're not sure if he swung, if he didn't swing. They're not sure what the count is. It's there's a lot of moving parts.
All right, another opportunity for the Trojans to score. We got a runner at third. John Aaron, a 2-2 count.
Yeah, you just got to battle right here with 2 strikes, swinging at anything close, and hopefully put the bat on the ball.
Up.
Yep.
Full up.
Top of the 4th, full count on John Aaron Swallow. 2 outs, run on third. Dugas on the mound.
Down.
That
Ball
pitch is
4.
down and in. So Aaron takes his base. And, Chad, we're talking about being frustrated because, I mean, we have had opportunities to really be in a good position. And I don't want to keep harping on it because, I mean, this game's not over. But, boy, we could be in a real good spot.
Yeah, and look, you also have to tip your hat to OC because they have punished us every time we've done something that you're not supposed to do. They have made us pay, and you hope that when you get a lead and it's a single elimination tournament that favorite team would go into stress mode, but they did not. I mean, they just kept executing their game and have put themselves back in a great position.
That's a very good point. No, I totally agree with you. First pitch to Duas is a breaking ball. He swings through it. So no balls and one strike here on Ashton. Run on first and third, 2 outs. Top of the fourth, Trojans trail 6-3.
Yeah, Ashton looked bad against a breaking ball in his last at bat, and I think they remembered it.
Yeah,
they came back, breaker. 1-9. But
this will probably be a waste pitch, and then he's going to most likely see another one.
Man, maybe we get a pass ball and get that run scored.
That would be huge.
He's way out there. Ooh, two-seamer ran back inside. Ashton swings and misses. So that'll be a strikeout for Ashton. That'll be a third out of the top of the
fourth inning. Yeah.
And
the Trojans don't score any runs in the top of the fourth, so we'll go into the bottom fourth, trailing 6-3.
Representative Rhonda Butler for District 38, and I want to congratulate the healthcare providers at Mercy Regional Medical Center for being champions of patient safety. You reduced hospital readmissions by 43% in 1 year, and you continue to make significant improvements.
Having a transition of care nurse touch base with those patients within the first 2 to 3 days when they're home has really made a difference.
We focused on congestive heart failure patients who nationally have a very high risk of readmissions.
If they have any fluid gain, we catch that early in the course of the process. We've been able to make adjustments to keep those patients who used to show up every 2 to 3 weeks in the hospital, now treating them as an outpatient and keeping them out of the hospital long term.
Thanks to all the healthcare professionals that made this possible, and thank you for your life-saving work.
Did you know that Savoy Cancer Center offers infusion treatments and injections in gastroenterology, rheumatology, endocrinology, and immunology? That's right. You can receive your infusion or injections right here in Evangeline Parish, close to home. At Savoy Cancer Center, our goal is to treat you like family, providing comfort and hope as your long-term partners in care of your clients.
And we're back. Bottom of the fourth, Vikings coming up to bat.
I like the way you do that right there.
Duos still on the mound for the Sacred Heart. And once again, he's done a good job today. He deserves some credit and some praise.
Yeah, a couple of base hits, but no earned runs on the day.
Rowan Bergeron steps in, the shortstop, and the number 3 hole hitter.
Is it a strike?
He leads him off with a strike.
Lead off strike.
Second pitch to Bergeron, catches outside corner. So Bergeron's behind 0-2. Yeah, the Trojans trail, but Ashton has done a good job to keep him in the game. Here's the pitch. He misses up.
Looks like Veillon in the bullpen playing footsies. I guess they're just staying warm, just in case. Ashton's pitch count's getting up there.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Bergeron. That was 3 fastballs and a breaking ball. Breaking ball misses down. I'll run the count to 2-2. Nobody out. Looks like we playing Bergeron straight up, giving him room in the outfield.
Pitch solid, right up the middle. Ground ball fielded by Hebert, got in for a single. So that would be a leadoff single by Bergeron.
Yeah, it was just a good piece of hitting right there by Bergeron.
Yeah, it is, but it's obvious. Ashton's at the end of his rope. Velocity's down and
less consistency with the breaker.
Yeah, the breaker's not quite as sharp, and I'm sure Coach Kane and Coach Brent are watching him closely. Bergeron at first. Bluffs the steal. Pitches over for a strike. He's got wheels too. It's not is he going to steal? It's a matter of when.
Yeah, unless they just play it safe with no outs. They may be thinking big lead. Let's just not get dumb outs.
Collins up to bat, the catcher, number 17.
Duval's keeping him honest. Little slow pick to first base.
John Aaron holding him on. Duval's from the stretch, comes set. And he took a running start.
He may take third. He had a running start, and Ashton was committed to the plate and felt uncomfortable delivering the pitch. He spikes it about 10 foot short, bounces over Preston into the backstop, and
So that's what I've noticed about OC's pitchers as compared to our pitchers. And when you talk about being seasoned, we get into a timing routine, and Bergeron was all over it. Whereas Gillen, he would mix up his stretch. So being the time he was set, which kind of throws you off for here.
Next pitch is fouled off, out of play.
And Rowan doesn't need much help. Like he can get it. He's probably the fastest kid here.
No, and I don't. That could have been a fastball down the middle or up with no swing, and Sloan had no chance. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Collins. Bergeron at second. Duos in the stretch comes set. Next pitch is outside. He misses away.
Very good stop right there by Preston.
Yeah, not a competitive pitch. The ball was started out and ended up way out.
So 2-2. Preston Sloan, he's a really good catcher. So I think we have confidence we can throw anything in any counts, and that's a blessing.
Gets Collins looking but able to hold back.
Yeah, a good pitch by Ashton and a good job by Collins. That was very tempting coming out the hand.
Payoff pitch.
Trojans trail 6-3. Bottom of the 4th.
Fisted over to first base.
John Aaron Swallow takes charge, gloves it, and tags the runner out before he arrives at first.
So we have an out package brought to you by Paris Tire and Sawall Medical Center.
Yeah, the reason I was kind of getting tangled there is that was in no man's land between first base and pitcher, and weren't sure who was going to take it. And then John Aaron takes it, and Ashton continues on to first, and Casey needs to flip it. I'm glad it wasn't a fast runner, because that might have been more trouble. And then you turn into a scary situation of Bergeron being able to score on it. But anyway, we get the out. 1 out, bottom of 4.
5-hole hit of Braylon Harris, number 9 at the plate, the left fielder. Run on third. First pitch is up for ball 1. Yeah, the communication between Ashton and John Aaron was very good. It was uneventful, and it could have been a messy play for sure.
Two balls back to back, so bring your count to 2-0.
2-0 with 1 out. We have the infield in right here. It's showing signs that we're moving on into the game, and Coach Kane doesn't think we need to be giving up any more runs. So 1 out, 2 balls, no strikes.
Fly ball, center field, should be enough for the runner to tag. Jude settles under it and makes the catch, and Rowan's going to tag and trot in. That ball was hit, middle deep. No chance of getting him.
Great piece of hitting, get the run in, run at third, less than 2 outs. He did his job. And, he flipped it out there a good 350 feet. It was a good poke. There was no chance.
Yeah, Ashton is up to 90 pitches so far. So.
Yeah, and to his credit, he's done a good job.
Yes, he has.
So Carter number 7, steps in the box. He's the first baseman.
I guess that would be your first earned run of the game for OC.
I don't have the book, but from my recollection,
yes,
if it's not one, it's not much more than one.
Pretty sure that's the first earned run, though, Chad.
2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, nobody on base. Trojans trail 7-3 in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Ball up the middle. Chapman gets it. Good throw. Gets the 3rd out. So, ball hit up the middle. Chapman fields it well. Throws him out at first. That's your 3rd out of the bottom of the 4th.
And that out at first is brought to you by Paris Tire and Sawall Medical Center. Thank you, folks.
Back after these messages.
See you sharply.
Retirees plan in anticipation of life events as well as adjust plans in response to unexpected changes. They are prepared to help clients through their life and retirement transitions and make any necessary changes. Give her a call at 337-363-2346 or stop by 1301 West LaSalle Street in Ville Platte. This game is brought to you in part by Total Automotive, 610 Tate Cove Road in Ville Platte. Total Automotive is your go-to place for all automotive repairs, tires, AC service, and much more. Total Automotive is an authorized CarQuest auto parts dealer featuring everything you need to get you back on the road with confidence. Total Automotive is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to noon. Go Trojans! Total Automotive in Ville Platte. Call 337-363-7771. Good luck, Trojans. From Capital Planning in Ville Platte, owners Todd, Marcus, and Amy Vale invite you to come in or call today. Capital Planning offers life insurance, retirement planning, tax planning, investments, and more. Capital Planning has been helping customers since 1989. They are located at 616 West Main Street in Ville Platte, or give them a call at 337-363-1797. Their office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. They hope to see you soon. Go Trojans! T&J Ford, located at 1231 West Main Street in Ville Platte, wishes the Sacred Heart Trojans the best of luck. At T&J Ford, we're proud to serve the people of Ville.
Starting off the top of the fifth for Sacred Heart will be Lane Jobert, your 5-hole hitter and third baseman. OC runs out Duga. He's back on the mound.
First pitch strike.
That is a called strike, but really not. That is an unhittable pitch.
Fair.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Spikes that one a foot short of the plate. I'm sure glad he's not throwing that curveball consistently because it's pretty tight.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And I tell you, got a little more zip on his fastball. It's amazing how these kids settle in after a minute. It shows you that they do feel the stress. The playoff vibe is in effect.
So not for us, though. For them. We're stress-free here. Strike 3 called on Jobert.
That was a nice pitch by Dugas there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I may be a little bit more stress-free than you, Ched, not having a kid on the field. It is nice to enjoy some playoff baseball, I tell you.
Well, we've both been around these kids most of their life. I know you don't. You have a senior girl, so you're familiar with a lot of the kids and their families and. Off the brim of his bill.
That was nearly off his eye socket. Thankfully, no harm. So Chapman takes his base, hit by pitch in the helmet.
We do have a walk package, T&J Ford.
Is that dirt on his pants or something else?
I guarantee you he's thinking about that pitch. 1 out, run on first for the Trojans. You know, we can look at this as a 4-0 game. We got 3 at-bats left. We need to claw ourselves back into it because we catch an OC on a day where they're beatable.
I agree. You just would like to get a run or two, put them back in a stressful situation where you can get back on them in the 6th or 7th inning.
Hebert at the plate. He falls behind 0-1. Chapman at first. Second pitch, breaking ball, misses down. I'll bring it to 1 ball, 1 strike.
That was a good take by Jude. That ball was a competitive pitch right into the last couple of feet.
Ellis a little late getting off the bag. Here's the 1-1 from Dugas. He paints the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I do see the Trojans are shrinking their leads a little bit at first base since we had.
Hey, they earned it. They earned it. They have executed their back picks and pickoff moves and.
Yeah, catch is set off. He hit his spot just a little off. Nice pitch.
When they play defense like they did, you have to respect them, and it takes a couple of feet off of your secondary and primary leads.
I agree with you there. I mean, they have executed that extremely well.
Outside.
Here it is again. He throws it. Not only do they, so this is not called. I mean, these kids are doing this on their own with full confidence. They are not worried about throwing the ball in right field. They're not worried about their guy not making the catch, and they're not worried about their coach fussing at them.
It's a little easy to do when you're up by 4. You can play a little looser.
Full count on Hebert. Ellis Chapman at first base. Here's the pitch from Dugas. He misses away.
Good job. Good at bat by Hebert.
Trojans got some things in action here with 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. We got runners on first and second. We got our number 8 hole hitter, Elliot Fontenot, stepping in. Elliot has a base hit on the day. So let's see what we can muster up here with 1 out. Elliot looking at Coach Hargrave, giving him signals. We definitely don't need to shoot ourselves in the foot again. Let's make something happen here. Dugas comes set. Here's the first pitch to Fontenot. He squares around. He push bunts it, and that's going to work out fantastic.
A very good bunt right there by Elliot Fontenot. Good push bunt and right past the pitcher's mound and beats it out at first base. So we have the bases loaded right here with just 1 out.
Right, so whether it's intentional or unintentional, he push bunts it to the left side, gets it past the pitcher in no man's land, and it works out perfectly. So we have the bases loaded, 1 out.
8 years of baseball, it's his first base hit bunting the ball since he's, 9.
Well, there's probably a time along the way where he told you, I can do it. I'm telling you, I can do it.
Every other day.
Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for Cormier.
Yeah, so Ryland Swallow's going to step into box fair, and Cormier, the number 9 hole hitter, second baseman, as a pinch hitter in a spot where he can bring some glory to the Trojans.
Yeah, this kid's hands are phenomenal. I know you played ball with his dad.
I've seen him out and about. He's got some raw talent, absolutely. I've watched him when he was younger, and just keep waiting to hear his name because he does have some tools. He does have some tools. This is a good spot for him to have a little breakthrough at bat for sure. So catcher walks to the mound, try to settle down Dugas. He's got a little stressful situation, and like we were talking about, down 7-3. If we can claw our way back, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, we just need to get one run at a time.
1 at a time, 2 would be great. Just be within reach going into those last couple innings.
Yeah, I was saying, I know you played with his dad. Brian was definitely on the upper percentile of baseball players that came through Sacred Heart.
Yeah, his dad was offered to play baseball at Tulane, so definitely one of the better players that have come through.
Little check swing, foul territory. First baseman settles under it for the 2nd out. A little frustration by Swallow, but yeah, he just got jammed and kind of check swinged it just past the first base in foul territory for your 2nd out.
Yep, that's very misfortune.
They will not be scared to walk number 9. I don't think they.
Well, I don't know if they'll surrender a run, but I bet you they pitch around him. So Sloan steps into the plate. Our best hitter going against Dugas with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning.
Ball in the dirt.
He spits on a curveball. He usually hunts fastballs. I imagine he's going to see off speed. They may unintentionally walk him, or they may say, let's see what we got here.
I wouldn't pitch to him, Coach.
I wouldn't either.
I mean, I wouldn't intentionally walk him, but I would do that.
Well, that's the second time he's hit by a pitch today, so Sloan will take his base. Chapman will cross the plate, and that RBI is brought to you by Nathan Swallow with Allstate. So Trojans get 1 back, work our way into a 7-4 score. Trojans behind 7-4.
It's an exciting inning. You got John Michael, who was on fire last game. He was, I think, 3 for 4 and had a great day. And today he's been in situations where they asked him to bunt, wasn't able to get the bunts down. Will not be bunting here. So
no, it looks like we have a
right. And John Michael's a senior. John Michael has played some highly competitive baseball, and I wholly believe he is very confident and looking at an opportunity to help his team out right here. Coach Boyd calls timeout, walks to the mound and talks to his crew. I don't know if he saw something from his pitcher or if he just wants to know how he feels about his pitches and how to address this guy.
Looks like he's pulling him.
Yeah, they had a conversation. I don't think it was a sure thing, but I don't guess the conversation went well, or the pitcher gave him a reason that he wasn't feeling good up there. So
looks like Collins, another Collins.
That's the lefty.
Is that Zach? Zach Collins comes into the game in relief. It'll be the 3rd pitcher out for OC, and we'll give him a couple of warm-up pitches, and we'll take a short break for a few messages from our sponsors.
and paperwork for you. Stop by or call today. Nason Swallow Allstate, 222 North Chautauqua Street in Ville Platte. Call 337-363-6767. The Law Office of Jacob Fuselier is pleased to sponsor this broadcast of Trojan Athletics. With offices in Ville Platte, Jacob Fuselier offers quality legal services to this community. So please call 363-6661 for all your legal needs, and let's go Trojans. Some life events you can anticipate, while others surprise you. Some are significant enough to affect your household finances, your investment strategy, and even your vision of the future. This is when meeting with an experienced financial professional counts. Randy Fontenot at Fontenot Financial Services can help pre-retirees and retirees plan in anticipation of life events, as well as adjust plans in response to unexpected changes. They are prepared to help clients through their life and retirement transitions and make any necessary changes. Give her a call, 337-363-2346, or stop by 1301 West LaSalle Street in Ville Platte. This game is brought to you in part by Total Automotive, 610 Tate Cove Road in Ville Platte. Total Automotive is your go-to place for all automotive repairs, tires, AC service, and much more. Total Automotive is an authorized CarQuest auto parts dealer featuring everything you need to get you back on the road with confidence. Total Automotive is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to noon. Go Trojans! Total Automotive in Ville Platte. Call 337-363-7771. Good luck, Trojans. From Capital Planning in Ville Platte, owners Todd, Marcus, and Amy Vale invite you to come in or call today. Capital Planning offers life insurance, retirement planning, tax planning, investments, and more. Capital Planning has been helping customers since 1989. They are located at 616 West Main Street in Ville Platte, or give them a call at 337-363-1797. Their office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. They hope to see you soon. Go Trojans!
We're back live. First pitch for Zach Collins, and as John Michael Duplachance steps in, bases loaded, 2 outs, score 7-4. Vikings are leading. Outside, first pitch, ball 1.
And that pitch and change is brought to you by the Evangeline Bank and Trust Company. Mr. Lance Chapman, Mr. Randy Chapman.
He bailed out on us. Where he's at?
I think when the tide turned, he said, I need to find a better spot with a little bit of luck. Either that or he got a little stressed out and said, I better not be on there.
Probably both. If I know Lance very well, it's probably both.
I may say something I'm not supposed to. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here on John Michael. Bases loaded. The lefty Collins digs in.
Yeah, we haven't had a lot of success against the lefties, so that's a concern. But John Michael, again, one of the most experienced hitters and highest IQ on the team.
I got full confidence in him. I know Coach Kane probably has confidence in him as well. There's a couple kids that we have confidence in this situation, and he would be one of them.
Goes down swinging, so that'll be strike 3, third out of the top of 5. We'll be back after these few messages.
For District 38. And I want to congratulate the healthcare providers at Mercy Regional Medical Center for being champions of patient safety. You reduced hospital readmissions by 43% in 1 year, and you continue to make significant improvements.
Having a transition of care nurse touch base with those patients within the first 2 to 3 days when they're home has really made a difference.
We focused on congestive heart failure patients who nationally have a very high risk of readmissions.
If they have any fluid gain, we catch that early in the course of the process. We've been able to make adjustments to keep those patients who used to show up every 2 to 3 weeks in the hospital, now treating them as an outpatient and keeping them out of the hospital long term.
Thanks to all the healthcare professionals that made this possible, and thank you for your life-saving work.
Did you know that Savoy Cancer Center offers infusion treatments and injections in gastroenterology, rheumatology, endocrinology, and immunology? That's right. You can receive your infusion or injections right here in Evangeline Parish, close to home. At Savoy Cancer Center, our goal is to treat you like family, providing comfort and hope as your long-term partners in care of your chronic condition. Ask your doctor about receiving your specialty infusion therapy or injection close to home at Savoy Cancer Center. For more information, call 337-468-3099. Savoy Cancer Center, close to home.
It takes more than our strong community bank to service our customers.
And we're back.
Looks like we got a little pitching change, Coach.
We do. And that pitch and change is going to be brought to you once again by the Evangeline Bank and Trust Company. So Sam Vail is going to toe the rubber here in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Trojans.
We also have Ashton Duals is going to left field to take out Zach Fontenot.
Oh, didn't get the high strike. I thought it was a strike, but...
Well, I mean, there's no question consistency hasn't been the strong suit, but it's been for both teams.
Yeah, and I've seen worse. I mean, I've definitely seen worse. So Sam throws 2 balls, counts 2-0.
Sam, a senior for the Trojans.
And I don't have a book in front of me, but I would say he's recorded the most outs for the Trojans on the hill this year.
Yeah,
fly ball to center field. Jude comes in, settles under it, catches the ball. So
Sam has had a great senior season, and hopefully he can finish off on a good note. That'll be the first out from the bottom of the 5th for the Vikings.
I'm not sure what kind of song that was.
Yeah, I was trying to listen to it too.
No English.
Breaking ball, misses inside. Roy Henry, the DH, up to bat for the Vikings. He's batting for the third baseman, Doucette. Second pitch in there for a strike. Works his way back to 1-1 count with 1 out, nobody on base. Trojans trail 7-4 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Second round of the playoffs. Winner will advance. Losers, season is done.
Yeah, the winner is going to have to travel. I mean, the winner is going to play Riverside Academy.
Right, Riverside's the number 11 seed. They beat the number 6 seed, Ascension.
Fly ball, center field again. Jude comes in hot. So Cormier gets there. I thought Jude was going to had a beat on it, but he yields to Cormier, so Cormier records the second out of the inning.
Right, once again, Riverside, the number 11 seed, upset Ascension Catholic, the number 6 seed. So the winner of this game will face Riverside in the next round, quarterfinals. And I know OC still is thinking about being in the last game, the final game of the year, with a chance to walk home with a trophy. I have to say today they don't look quite as sharp as the last time, but every day is a new day. They've struggled a little bit here at the end of the season. The competition is very high level that they've been facing. And to be honest with you, the Trojans have had a little bit of momentum moving into this game. So here we are in the bottom of the 5th.
Lorman.
Garrett Lorman, the right fielder up to bat, the 9-hole hitter. We have 2 outs, nobody on base. Nice pitch by Vail. He misses down and away. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Good pitch.
Yeah, I think Lorman was looking away, and Vail ran one in on his hands for a strike right there. Good pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on base. Let's see if we can finish him off here.
Line drive, left field line. That's going to be a stand-up double.
It gets by Duos all the way to the fence.
Yeah, he gets it in, so that'll be a stand-up double. Good piece of hitting. He just handled that ball in the inside corner.
Yep, he ran that fastball in again, and he got his hands around on it, and he squared it up down the line. OC has one of the larger high school fields in the state. It's 325 in the corners and 400 in the center. So any ball that gets by the outfielders is going to be extra bases plus.
Yep. Bring up your leadoff, number 27.
Evan Duplichin, center fielder. Lorman at second base. 2 outs. Trojans trail 7-4 in the bottom of the 5th. They on the stretch. First pitch to Duplichin is a breaking ball over for a strike.
Yeah, just a 12-6er. He does throw a curveball that moves a little right to left, but that one is 12-6, and he just looks at it down the pipe.
Yeah, Duplichan's on top of the plate. I mean, he has a plan, he has an approach, and he's daring them to throw it in.
Next pitch is a ball.
He actually gets some movement on that ball, almost opposite direction, almost away from that lefty on that breaking ball.
Like a screwball.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Deadpool, right field. That one's in play. Turno. It's going to be a
stand-up triple for Duplichan, or sliding triple.
Yeah, sliding triple.
Yeah, I mean, the kid can play. Turned on the fastball, squared it up, and hit it to the wall down the right field line, just opposite the previous hitter. And
so OC gets the run back that we had in the other inning, so takes the lead now 8-4.
Here in the bottom of the fifth, sure enough, David, they cancel out our run. So, and they, in the heart of their lineup, two-hitter John Parker Trojan at bat. That's a pitch from Vaillant over for a strike. You know, the difference between Sam's fastball and Ashton's fastball, Sam's is a little flat. Ashton has that run on it.
Philo, very similar, I would say.
Yeah, very close. You know, how hard they throw is very close. Sam got a good breaking ball, too, as well. Sam runs the count to 1-1. 2 outs, run on third. Bottom of 5. Trojans behind, 8-4.
Good pitch.
Yeah, you can tell John Parker coming out the hand. He's tempted, but
hold off.
He held off. You know, they do a good job when they're ahead in the count at looking for a fastball, and they hunt fastballs.
I was going to say that. And it's easy to coach, and I know we're saying the same thing in the dugout. Is look for your pitch, handle your pitch when you're ahead in the count. But I find that they execute very well in terms of swinging at pitches that they can handle.
It's especially the trajectory. When they see the loop of the pitch, I don't think they're identifying spin. It's the trajectory of the pitch, and that's what that's when they put on the brakes.
Walks the 2-hole, so Trahan will try it out to first base. Looks like Coach Brent's going to ask for time and come out to talk to Vaillant. So we'll take a short break. Let them figure this thing out.
With confidence. Total Automotive is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays, 7 a.m. to noon. Go Trojans. Total Automotive in Ville Platte. Call 337-363-7771. Good luck, Trojans. From Capital Planning in Ville Platte, owners Todd, Marcus, and Amy Vail invite you to come in or call today. Capital Planning offers life insurance, retirement planning, tax planning, investments, and more. Capital Planning has been helping customers since 1989. They're located at 616 West Main Street in Ville Platte, or give them a call at 337-363-1797. Their office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. They hope to see you soon. Go Trojans. T&J Ford, located at 1231 West Main Street in Ville Platte, wishes the Sacred Heart Trojans the best of luck. At T&J Ford, we're proud to serve the people of Ville Platte and surrounding communities with some of the most popular vehicles.
And we're back. So Coach Duplichan talks to his team, and Sam Vail toes the rubber. First and third, 2 outs. And your batter is Rowan Bergeron on the shortstop. Trojans trailing 8-4 here. Bottom of 5. First pitch to Bergeron is a fastball. He takes a cut at it and fouls it off the left side.
Yeah, during the break, Coach Jacob and I were visiting. You know, all of Sacred Heart's staff, pitching staff, is dependent on the ability to throw curveballs for strikes. And if we're not able to do that, facing a lineup like OC, we're going to struggle at times.
I would agree, and you know, when the game started, we had talked about having to pitch them backwards, and I think that's the fear. I think that's why we had the timeout. Let's see how he feels. Let's reiterate that plan. We do have base open. We got somebody warming up in the pen, and that's a nice breaker right there.
For a strike, yep.
For a strike, yeah. So he falls behind 0-2. Let's see if we can take advantage of being ahead in the count right here. First and third, we might see runners moving. Hitters behind in the count.
Again, discipline, not swinging at that pitch. Outside breaker.
Runner takes off. Strikes him out with a high fastball for the third out of the inning. So, nice job by Sam to come back right there.
OC does fight back, does get a run, so that'll bring your score up 8-4 Vikings lead going into the top of 6. We'll be back with you after these messages from our sponsors.
Congestive heart failure patients who nationally have a very high risk of readmissions.
If they have any fluid gain, we catch that early in the course of the process. We've been able to make adjustments to keep those patients who used to show up every 2 to 3 weeks in the hospital, now treating them as an outpatient and keeping them out of the hospital long term.
Thanks to all the healthcare professionals that made this possible, and thank you for your life-saving work.
Did you know that Savoy Cancer Center offers infusion treatments and injections in gastroenterology, rheumatology, endocrinology, and immunology? That's right. You can receive your infusion or injections right here in Evangeline Parish, close to home. At Savoy Cancer Center, our goal is to treat you like family, providing comfort and hope as your long-term partners in care of your chronic condition. Ask your doctor about receiving your specialty infusion therapy or injection close to home at Savoy Cancer Center. For more information, call 337-468-3099. Savoy Cancer Center, close to home.
It takes more than our strong community bank to service our customers. It takes our frontline employees, our lenders, and our customer service representatives to create our customers' experiences. Our customers know our people, and our people know our customers. It's just part of our Southern nature. It's the Louisiana way, the Evangeline way. It's our heritage. It's who we are. We are the Evangeline Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Get ready for hunting season.
All right, Chad, we're back here in Opelousas.
Yeah, looks like we got
coming to bat here.
Looks like we got a couple of warm-up pitches. Are you throwing down now?
Zach Collins still on the mound. You know, Chad, I was thinking just now, with everything being said, I mean, I was talking to people in the community before the season started, and there was a whole lot of uncertainty about how this Trojan team would pan out. And I'm very proud to say that I'm impressed with what I see here. Making a run for it at the second round in the playoffs, and there was a little doubt in this team, and Coach Kane and Brent and Joey and all the players have done a good job to make a statement that, hey, we got some talent over here, and they pieced it together, and at the end of the season have made a little run at it. I'm very proud to be an alum.
Yeah, again, you got to tip your hat to Coach Kane. He was on the staff last year, takes over as the head coach of the Trojans this year, and gets Coach Brent off the couch and gets him to come back in the dugout, a man with a ton of baseball experience, and got these some young, some not young, but inexperienced players to come together and play some competitive ball.
So
line
John
drive
Aaron
to
looks
center
like he's
field.
gonna loop one in there. That's good.
It's always good to get the leadoff guy on base with no outs.
That's very big, very big.
We had a strikeout package last inning. We thank Ace Hardware and Health Surgery have for our strikeout sponsorship.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Yeah, that was a soft liner to center. Good piece of hitting.
Right.
Lead off runner on.
John Aaron had a 1-1 count, and he was able to get that ball over to center field for a single, and we're back in business. Let's see what Ashton can do here. Collins comes set. He's a lefty now. Let's be cautious over there at first base. So Ashton takes the first pitch, fastball in for a strike. It looks like we had a little jab step back to first, so looks like we have a plan here for the lefty. I'm sure we're not going to take any chances. If we are going, it'll probably be on first move. Next pitch from Collins to Duos. Inside, fastball misses. Run the count to 1-1.
Well, he's not getting much of a leg lift. I mean, he's getting it up 2 inches. He's coming to the plate quickly.
He's quick. Yeah, he looks him back, and he's quick to the plate. It's going to be hard to run on. So, top of the sixth, Trojans trail, 8-4. Collins comes set. And there's an example of what I was talking about, Tread. The first time, he looked the guy back once. The second pitch, he looked him back once. That pitch, he mixed it up. He looked him back twice. They have a plan in most things they do.
Yeah, and look, I know for a fact that Coach Brent coaches that. We've coached that when the kids were 10, 11, 12 years old. Being inconsistent about your look backs on the mound. So, but again, it's easier to coach than it is to execute at times. And
Absolutely.
the stress of the game, sometimes you get in a little rhythm and that hurts you. But
you get a little lackadaisical. It's like trying to play golf and focusing on every single shot for 18 holes. It's not easy. To focus on every single pitch for 7 innings is not easy.
Again, the score is 8-4. Vikings are up with 1 out. Gilbert up to bat.
Nice pitch on the outside corner by Collins. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out. John Aaron on first.
The catcher does a really good job of receiving the ball.
He does. He's always working towards the zone. Gilbert puts a charge in 1 to
Fly
right
ball.
center.
Yeah.
Center fielder makes the grab.
Yeah, off the bat, I thought that thing was going to get a little bit deeper than it did. Center fielder took a great angle on it, got behind the ball, pushed back through it, and made the catch for the second out of the top of the 6th.
Had a little tail end action on it, and the wind kind of gobbled it up. Nonetheless, we got 2 down with Ellis Chapman, our shortstop, and 6-hole hitter up the bat. With 2 outs and John Aaron Swallow on first base. I mean, he is painting the outside corner.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, it's a young man we faced growing up, and he's always been a very consistent lefty, and that's normally trouble for a lot of high school baseball teams. At first, I wasn't sure if he had it, but he got it together pretty quick. And he kind of throws that breaker and fastball out of that same slot. Just one of them moves, kind of a looping curveball that breaks, I don't know, 2 feet, but it's a slow break.
So he's standing on the first base side of the rubber, and he's got that 3/4 Randy, not so much Randy, not as low as Randy Johnson, but that 3/4 sidearm action. So it starts off the plate, and everything's working towards the plate. It's challenging. Looks back, Swallow at first. Here's the pitch, and there it is again. He paints the outside corner.
That'll be strikeout. Out number 3 for the top of the 6th. We'll come back to you in just a minute with the bottom of the 6th after these messages from our sponsor.
7. The Law Office of Jacob Fuselier is pleased to sponsor this broadcast of Trojan Athletics. With offices in Ville Platte, Jacob Fuselier offers quality legal services to this community. So please call 363-6661 for all your legal needs, and let's go Trojans. Some life events you can anticipate, while others surprise you. Some are significant enough to affect your household finances, your investment strategy, and even your vision of the future. This is when meeting with an experienced financial professional counts. Brandy Fontenot at Fontenot Financial Services can help pre-retirees and retirees plan in anticipation of life events, as well as adjust plans in response to unexpected changes. They are prepared to help clients through their life and retirement transitions and make any necessary changes. Give her a call at 337-363-2346 or stop by 1301 West LaSalle Street in Ville Platte. This game is brought to you in part by Total Automotive, 610 Tate Cove Road in Ville Platte. Total Automotive is your go-to place for all automotive repairs, tires, AC service, and much more. Total Automotive is an authorized CarQuest auto parts dealer featuring everything you need to get you back on the road with confidence. Total Automotive is open.
And we're back. Number 17, Miles Collins, the catcher, up to bat. Vikings in command right now, leading 8-4. Sam Vail toes the rubber again for the Trojans for his second inning of work.
Sam wasn't super sharp, but it was good enough to get out of that last inning. And it really felt like he was getting more control as the inning came to a close.
Yeah, and he starts off Collins right here with a strike on the outside corner. So heading to count 0-1.
Deadpool, third base line, foul territory, strike 2.
Yeah, I find the more innings Sam gets, the better he gets at throwing the baseball.
Right, and that was fastball. I mean,
the hammer. He coming with the hammer.
I would bet a lot of money on it.
No.
I would have lost.
Yeah, but he set him up for it because he brought that fastball up.
He raised his eye angle, and I tell you, if he can drop that breaking ball in the same slot, we'll be in money. Spikes a fastball, so he runs the count of 2-2. Nobody out, nobody on, bottom of 6.
Man, I thought he had him set up for the breaker there. I don't know if he's just not feeling it or something. Some kind of report on this hitter is telling him not to do it.
You know, it's interesting to see in the high school game them using the communication devices for the pitch calling, but it's really nice because it sped up the game. I mean, we had got to all this complicated signal stuff that took forever. Check swing by Collins. No, he does not go. So that will be ball 4.
Yeah, that was on a full count. He got him check swinging, but first base umpire says no go. So lead off walk, bottom of 6. Trojans down 4-8. Freshman Peyton Vail still warming up in the pen.
5-hole hitter Braylon Harris, the left fielder, steps in. Braylon has put some good swings on balls today. Looks like we have a courtesy runner for the catcher at first. He's got an aggressive little lead here. Slide step to home by Vail.
Fouled out of play down the left field line.
Gets ahead in the count 0-1.
Yeah, something tells me this kid may have stolen a few bases this year.
He sure fits the build.
Yeah, he definitely has a pretty good lead at first base.
Slide step again by Vail.
Good pitch inside.
Right. Fastball inside corner for a strike and is ahead of him 0-2. We could use a big strikeout here. Nobody out, run on first. Bottom of 6. Here in Opelousas. Second round of the playoffs. Winner to face Riverside.
Up, ball 1.
Fastball misses up. There's your high level change again, Mr. Fontenot. See if we can follow it up with a hammer. Sam comes set. There's the breaking ball.
Oh, my. Yeah, we would have liked to seen that pitch call for a strike. Definitely was that's inside
so frustrating
portion of the plate, but we thought it crossed the plate.
You know, that's just really frustrating. And it
good execution by Sam. I mean,
absolutely.
Very good pitch.
I mean, and the runner moves on the pitch, and it's in the dirt. Sloan throws it down. Mishandled by Chapman, but he was in time. But that's the difference right there. You know, I mean, you don't get that call. It changes the complexion of the game. You know, it's just disappointing. I don't know.
Yeah, especially when you feel like you set him up for it. I mean, you felt like you did what you were supposed to do to get to that point.
There it is again. That one misses up. I'll give him benefit of the doubt on that one. But so he walks Edwards. So the Vikings in business, run on first and second with nobody out, and that's how that one call of a strike can come back to bite you. In the box is
the 6-hole?
The 6-hole hitter, number 7, Carter Stelly, the first baseman. They on the stretch, run on first and second, nobody out. Vail comes set, looks him back. Here's the pitch to Sloan.
Shot to center field. Jude on the
There's
move.
A shot, and it's tailing. Looks like Jude has a beat on it.
Makes the catch, gets it into the infield. Runner advances from first to second. So we'll have runners on first and third. I'm sorry, second and third. Ball was hit the outfield. Did not hit the cut. Attempted to go directly in line with third base, and nobody
on the ground grabbing his elbow. Looks like that throw may have gotten the best of him. Elliott's over there to talk to him. Just not the best choice by Jude to just sling it over to third base. It would have been nice to keep the runner at first.
Yeah, and I don't know. He may have lost it. May have lost the ball because of the elbow that hurt him. I don't know.
It doesn't look like anybody's really concerned but Elliott. So
yeah, it does. I mean, Coach Kane wants to get talk to the second base umpire to see if he left early. on the fly ball.
I mean, so Jude's drifting over to right center, and it's hit deep. I mean, you're in the gap about 360, and they have a pinch runner at second. He had no chance of getting him at third. Best case scenario, we hold the guy at first, and I'm not sure what happened, if he's asking for a timeout to go check on his player, or if he's asking if...
The tag. I think he's talking about the tag. Yeah. Jude's hurting, but I'm pretty sure you'd have a hard time dragging him off the field at this point. He's a hard-nosed kid, running back for Sacred Heart, had a really good year, and I'm pretty sure you'd have to drag him off the field.
Yeah, nobody over here is questioning his toughness.
Coach Kane is still kind of going.
Coach Kane's just like, are you going to give me the green light or not? What we got going on? There it is. There's the thumbs up.
Thumbs up. He said, with the good hand, he gives the thumbs up.
Yeah.
He takes his glove off.
The left arm thumbs up.
Takes his glove off to give the thumbs up.
Yeah. All right, so we got one out. Run on second and third. We have our 7-hole hitter, Cross Gillen, the starting pitcher at bat. And Coach Hargrave calls a timeout to speak to Sam. So
we're gonna take a little break here.
Before we take a break, that mound visit is brought to you by the Evangeline Bank and Trust Company, and now we can have a word from our sponsors.
Well, you're actually gonna have a pitch and change also. Coach, give me that one. So it looks like the freshman Vail comes out of the bullpen and is going to relieve the senior Vail. So we'll go to break and we'll be back with you.
HealthWorks Rehab is ready to get you back into the game. Physical therapists Andy Poche, David Vidrine, and Clay Lancherneau are pleased to sponsor this broadcast for the Do or Die Trojan family. Call for an appointment at our Ville Platte Clinic at 1477 West LaSalle Street, 363-2600, or in Mamou at Savoy Medical Center, 468-0460. That's HealthWorks Rehab, helping everybody work. Teats Food Store, located at 2210 West Main in Ville Platte, specializes in quality smoked meats. Their award-winning smoked pure pork sausage, tasso, and boudin is filled with flavor that will make you come back for more. And that's not all. Teats offers a full line of groceries, beer, wine, liquor, gas, and much more. Oh, and Teats will ship their smoked meats all over the country. Visit their website at teatsfoodstore.com or give them a call at 337-363-1839 for more details. This game is being brought to you by Vidrine's Ace Hardware, located in Ville Platte and Rain. Go by and see Cody, Louise, Philip, and the staff for all your hardware needs. Vidrine's is fully stocked with paint, mulch, grills, plumbing supplies, lawn and garden supplies, hunting supplies, electrical supplies, and much more. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware folks. Go Trojans! Best of luck to the Sacred Heart Trojans from Nason Swallow Allstate and the Swallow family. Allstate Insurance Agent Nason Swallow is now open for business and ready to serve you. Born and raised in Ville Platte, Nason is committed to providing our community and surrounding areas with the best insurance products and services. A local agent that you can count on to help protect all that matters in life. The friendly staff at Nason Swallow Allstate.
So here we go. We got Peyton Vail, the freshman who has played a critical role out of the bullpen this year. Bright future for this young man. Maybe it's a combination situation. Sam not super sharp, and what a better chance to give a young man some playoff experience that you know you're going to be leaning on as the years come.
Well, you know, they might have a scouting report on Gillen, and the score's 8-4, and they got 2 runners in scoring position, and Peyton may offer something a little different than Vail did, so they might be rolling the dice based on their report they got in their game plan here. One out.
Vail out the stretch. Breaking ball outside.
Run on second and third. So Peyton's going to throw a lot of junk, and he's going to try to disrupt their timing and get them to. I mean, there's a lot of movement on that thing. The velocity is not there, but the movement sure is.
No, and he moves the ball well, and he historically has located so well.
Infield on the grass, outfield playing straight up and deep. And there's a big swing and a miss, just what you're looking for with that kind of strategy. So Gillen falls behind 1-2. One out, run on second, third. Bottom of 6, Trojans trail 8-4. trying to shut the door on the Vikings.
Like he's dropping that elbow a little bit on that breaking ball, just not getting on top of it.
Yeah, I would prefer to see the ball down in the zone because if he gets the head out on it, it could be trouble.
She gone.
I don't think the umpire knows what to call right there.
Yes, this umpire definitely does not like the ball high from the first inning till now. He definitely likes the low pitches more than the high pitches.
He definitely couldn't make up his mind real quick.
Full count. Got him swinging on the outside breaker. Beautiful piece of pitching by Peyton Vail.
I mean, work to perfection. And when I'm telling you it's not coming in very hard, I know Gillen's thinking, how did that just happen? And that's why he's on the mound, because he can do it.
And has proved he can do it.
We have a strikeout package brought to you by Ace Hardware and Health Rehab.
So the ball, he's a right-hander. It comes out of his hand. It starts working outside, and then at the last minute, I mean, it's Greg Maddox. I mean, it's dancing all over the place. It runs back in at the last minute. That's a breaker. He spins a breaker in for a strike to start off Cortistelli. I mean, now who is this? Is this a pinch hitter?
It is the 8-hole. I don't know. I can't see his number. Look, I don't recognize him. He looks like a taller kid than we've seen. It's got a 4 in it.
14.
I'm not sure. I don't know that I have this guy on my roster. Anyhow, right-hander steps in for OC. Falls behind 1 and 2 with 2 outs, running second and third.
It's definitely number 14.
Really would like to see that breaking ball down. That's
we
2
got
3
2
of
outs.
them.
If Peyton could get us out of this, it would be big. And there's a breaking ball
out
away, right? They certainly not. They're not comfortable up there. They are not comfortable. Come stretch.
Driven into the left field. Looks like it's going to be in foul territory. And it is foul.
I mean, he tried to hold himself back as long as he could and still hit it off the end of the bat. Their timing is really disrupted. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of 6. Trojans trail 8-4 in this second round playoff game. Winner moves on to play Riverside. Loser's season is complete.
Again, 2-2.
Freshman Vail comes set. Looks to run it back at third. Here's the pitch, and he floats it over. And the umpire does not think it is over the plate. So I'll run the count 4. We do have a base open. It's not the end of the world. Full count. The pitch is
fly ball, left field. Ashton comes in hot, checks up.
Under it, and he makes it out. So just like they had hoped, Peyton comes in, slams the door on the Vikings. Last chance for the Trojans in the top of the 7th, trailing 8-4. Let's see if we can make some noise.
Customers' experiences. Our customers know our people, and our people know our customers. It's just part of our Southern nature. It's the Louisiana way, the Evangeline way. It's our heritage. It's who we are. We are the Evangeline Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Get ready for hunting season with the outdoor experts at Industrial Service and Supply. Hunting stands are in stock now. Ladders, box stands, lock-ons, tripods, and climbing tree stands. Comfortable, silent, sturdy, and secure. Find any stand to fit your needs this hunting season. And remember to grab your safety harness at Industrial Service and Supply. For hardware, hunting, fishing, and more, Industrial Service and Supply in Ville Platte. Shh, it's hunting season at Industrial Service and Supply in Ville Platte.
Level and TC Materials are proud to sponsor the Sacred Heart Trojan season. The team at Level TC is committed to providing exceptional quality and service for all of your dirt work, land clearing, and leveling needs. From limestone, fill sand, and topsoil to house pads, driveways, and grading, Level TC's got you covered. Contact us today at 337-466-7242. Go Trojans!
Do you know that Brown's Furniture has access to every single recliner?
And we're back. Here we go for all the marbles. Top of the 7th inning, or to extend it to a bottom of the 7th. The Vikings bring out a new pitcher on the mound, number 7, Carter Stelly. Carter started at first base.
Again, similar situation to our girls coming into the last inning, knowing the reality is getting close to being the real deal. You just hope they have the mindset of just going out and having good at-bats and getting some base runners, and anything can happen.
That's right. So Jude Hebert steps in, number 11, our 7-hole hitter. First pitch to Jude, outside, ball 1.
I can remember Jude hanging on the fence as a 7-year-old with a little lisp saying, "All for the All-Stars, stand up and holler." He's been an awesome kid from the get-go, man.
I've really enjoyed those Hebert boys, watching them. They're some small guys, but they bring a big punch.
They do, hit by a pitch. So Jude's, we got a leadoff runner on, which that's all you're asking for, just somebody get on base.
We have a walk packages by T&J Ford.
Thank you, Mr. Jason Fontenot. Elliot Fontenot, number 26, up to bat. Our 8-hole hitter. Nobody out, run on first. I mean, that's the way to start it off. OC has some arms now. I mean, even though we're saying there's a new pitcher in the game, there's not much of a difference. They go righty, lefty. It's
yeah, Collins wasn't throwing real hard. This guy from the left side brings a little more punch.
Same arm slot, kind of a sidearm.
Hit into left field. Left fielder settles under and makes the catch for the first out of the top of the 7th.
Yeah, Elliott was on time, put a good swing on it, just got under it a little bit. So that'll be the first out of the innings. Trojans are down to their last 2 outs with a run on first, trailing 8-4 here in the top of the 7th. Senior Aaron Cormier steps up to bat, our 9-hole hitter, with Preston Sloan on deck. Well, let's make sure that Jude's cautious over there. And he is. He's playing it safe.
Another fly ball. This one's into shallow center. Shortstop takes it for the second out of the game. So that's 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Trojans are down to 3 strikes, 1 out. Mr. Preston Sloan, our leadoff, is stepping up to bat.
Preston's up to bat. Preston has had a fantastic career as a Trojan. He's well respected across the state as a catcher and a hitter. So Preston, with 2 outs, falls behind 0-1. Run on first. 2 outs. Trojans trail 8-4 in the top of the 7th.
Inside strike. Good pitch location. Got him kind of hung up.
Sloan down 0-2. Trojans down to their last strike here in this second-round playoff game. Winner advances to play Riverside. Loser's season is over. Sloan looking in. Stelly comes set, and the pitch.
Big cut. That'll be strike 3.
And strike 3, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, that'll do it for the Trojans, man.
Nonetheless, a very respectable season. We came out the game fighting, started off on the right foot, kind of shot ourselves in the foot a few times. Opelousas Catholic, a very seasoned, very, very good team, high expectations, took advantage of our mistakes and ultimately pulled ahead and we couldn't catch up. But there were some bright spots for Sacred Heart. Thinking back to last game, this was a very competitive game. We had them on the ropes. I know we had them worried for a moment. And anyhow, that brings the season to a close. But for the Blue and Gold Sports Network and the Blue and Gold Champ Club, this will close out the year. We can't be more thankful for all who have contributed and participated in our athletic programs along the way. All volunteers who participated in bringing these games forth. Mr. Dustin Bailey, y'all have no idea how many man hours he puts in. to bring y'all the best view, to bring y'all something you can watch, understand, appreciate. And we hope we've done a good job for our sponsors. Do know that all of those sponsor dollars go to Sacred Heart Athletics today, not 5 years from now, not 10 years from now. We don't put that in some account and set it aside. We try to provide for our athletic programs on a daily basis, provide their needs. So any of y'all who are interested moving forward into next year, keep that in mind. And we'll do our best to bring the same kind of product to y'all next year, Chad. Anything that we missed?
No, Jacob, you hit the nail on the head. I appreciate you coming out, taking some time out of your personal life to come out and support the Blue and Gold Network and the Trojans. David there, thank you also. I appreciate all the positive feedback we got on text messages and a couple of jabs we get on occasion. But it's been a pleasure of mine to bring these sporting events to you. And thanks again. And that'll do it for the Blue and Gold Network. This is Ched Fontenot, Jacob Loney, and Mr. David there signing off.